The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Yo, welcome to Real Figures, episode number 67. My name is Omar V, bringing you not so much the latest. Fuck, man, I've been off so long, I can't even say that anymore. But yeah, bringing you the latest action figure toy news of the week, man. Yeah, like I say all the time, sometimes I got to take kind of breaks, but always tracking the toy news, man. Always want to get back up here and talk about it with you guys. So yeah, episode 67, we're gonna do some of that today, obviously. Yeah, man, it's it kind of seems like I'm doing this show once a month, man. But yeah, times has just been real tight. Obviously with Thanksgiving, man. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Man, for me, like my job, that's like one of the busiest times of the year, one of my jobs. And then obviously the family thing, and yeah, shit just gets kind of crazy around that time, man. But yo, always good to kind of find a slot that I could slide up here and do the show. So yo, we're doing it tonight, man. Tuesday, special Tuesday episode. Wanted to kind of get it off on Sunday, but it was just like I said, it was just too tight, man, of a window. So we do got a good show tonight. Like I said, it's been kind of a while since I was on last, but kind of try to put together a nice show, kind of everything that I've kind of missed. So obviously we're gonna backtrack on some of this stuff. But yeah, it'll make for an awesome show, man. As always, I'll go through some of my pickups and I'll say what's up to the chat. Chat slides in here, but yeah, I've been off so long, kind of forgot what I had showed off and haven't. But I know I haven't showed these guys off. The Steeler and Short Fuse from Target. Man, these guys had like a coupon on Target. You were able to get stuff for like, I don't know if it was like a $25 coupon or something. It was something good, like something really nice. But yeah, these guys came out to like, I think $30, I want to say, for a 2-pack. I was like, yo, that's dope. And like I said in the past, man, I really like the more OG looking type stuff. Obviously these are like OG 13 guys, so you know they're gonna have like that olive drab and stuff. But pretty dope, man. Like I'm trying to backtrack on some of the Joes, and obviously with the new stuff that comes out, I'm kind of like picking and choosing. Because yeah, I want to kind of build out a cool like G.I. Joe show. And then yo, keeping it with Hasbro, got that Man Without Fear, Matt Murdock. Man, that comic wave. They're doing some pretty dope shit, man. Marvel Legends is actually finishing out the year pretty good. I still got to get the Black Widow. I think I'm good on that Beast. I don't really want to build that Astonishing team, but that figure does look good. And the Silver Surfer, I kind of want to get that. Shit's pretty clean looking. And then yo, also from Target, got that new retro card Mystique. Pinless, man, bro. I was like, yo, let me get that. She's awesome character. So yeah, I definitely had to get a little upgrade there. She's a cool one, man. So yeah, I got that. And then like I said, man, a lot of Marvel Legends, bro. Fucking that Nick Fury and Punisher 2-pack. This shit's fucking fire, bro. I was like, man, you know what? I've been seeing a lot of people customize the Punisher. I've been seeing like people make the Spider-Man animated series version. And then there's Nick Fury, man. This shit is just rugged as fuck, bro. I still gotta get like a little cigar and kind of put it in his mouth and stuff. But man, these are some badass Marvel Legends. Like, dude, they're hitting on all cylinders as far as I'm concerned, man. Like, they keep putting stuff out like that. I don't mind like certain price increases if the shit's dope, man. You know, it has minimal QC issues too, which is asking a lot. And then from 5K Toys, man, got this. I don't even know what the fuck this chick's called. It's not Chun-Li. But bro, man, I know you guys seen this on the timeline. Holy smokes, bro! Like, dude, Street Fighter saturation of the market. I think it's a real thing. You know, I think it's a lot of Street Fighter right now. But man, this one is one that I just did not want to miss. I think it's good enough to even pass up on the Jada and the Storm Arena. Like, I think the only thing kind of missing is like more faceplates. Even this was like an accessory pack, kind of swaps out the head. But man, bro, as soon as you pick it up, it's like hefty, bro. It's like, man, that's a lot of cake on that, dude. It feels like, I love it when a figure feels like that. Like, it doesn't feel cheap, you know, like that. And then today, man, I'm kind of late on this. Well, actually, let me actually show off what I also got from 5K. Kind of paid for this and this at the same time. So I got one of these like Indo Raptors things. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. I was gonna kind of use this for like a mount and stuff. But yeah, kind of small, but it's still pretty cool. I kind of had it next to this GI Joe figure that I bought for Black Friday. That Agent Helix. I don't know why. It kind of works good with that. I don't know. It kind of look cool especially because the like the pouches and stuff. Kind of looks military, which is honestly makes sense because in that movie they were gonna kind of use it for like military and stuff. So it's pretty dope. And I got an extra one too. So I was like, you know what? Let me get 2 of those. But yeah, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. And then shit, I'm kind of late on these, man. But got the fucking Turtles, the 2012 joints from NECA. I had missed the pre-order on Target. They were like in stock, and then I missed the one on Walmart also. So I was kind of bummed about that, and I was like, fuck. And then I saw them pop up on BBTS, but they were like $40. So I was like, fuck that, you know. So I was like, I don't know, maybe if they pop back up on Target, I'll snag them. But I saw this shop kind of like close by, had them in stock, and they're only $35 each. I was like, hell yeah, I'm getting them here. And then from TOYZ Metaverse, I still haven't cracked this open, but I got that Noda White Cat Legend. Yeah, this figure looks pretty crazy. I wanted to see what's up with it, but I don't know. When it's like figures like this, I don't want to rush into just opening them and stuff. I was like, I had already a good amount of stuff. I was like, man, let me just chill on that one. But the thing I hate about that is sometimes I'm like, let me chill on this, and then I just never get around to opening it. Sometimes, like, fuck, I think I still have that Fury Toys lion, that cyan lion or some shit. I got like the stone looking one, and I'm like, fuck, I still have this shit in a box. I'm like, damn, I gotta open that. So yeah, sometimes it's just like, just crack this shit open, man. Fuck it, you know, move on. Throw this bitch in the jar, move on. Shit, man. Fuck. I let my darkest thoughts slip out. But yo, let me say what's up to the chat. Chat sliding in here. Like I said, got a pretty cool show. So you guys, time to get real, my man. Hey, there you go. That's what's up. Another real one. My boy Be Weird. He said, "What's good, yo, Be Weird? What up, man?" Holiday breaks are important. Shout out to Finicky Void. Yeah, exactly. It's just, I don't know. It's just that time of the year. Like obviously we got to be kind of split multiple ways and stuff. Hey, yo, pause. But yeah, it's time gets tight, man. 6.7 is all I hear these days. Fuck, 6.7. What does that mean? What are you talking about, Be Weird? The real Tuesday crew. Hey, shout out to man. There you go. Tuesday crew in the house. Raceland Zero. I'm early. Yeah, dude, you usually come in halfway through the show, man. You made it on time. There you go. Or early this time. Smog 17 saying what's up. Yo, Smog, what up? Ghost Tab in the building saying what's up, Omar. Yo, Ghost Tab, what's good? Finicky Boy says, I don't care for military figures like that, but the detail is much better than I remember it being. Yeah, I know. I like the glasses on my man's right here. He looks just like he just looks like one of those old school, just like, yeah, these dudes were definitely in the shit back in the day. You know, he just looks like old Vietnam type guy. Boncho in the house, action figure Boncho. Shit, I almost fucking forgot this dude, man. I was like, what was this guy? Oh yeah, it's Boncho. What's up, Boncho? Oh my god, the White Cat Legends. Yeah, I gotta crack that one open. That Notice stuff's looking great, man. Obi-Wan in the building, also on time. Usually slides in when the show's ending. God damn it. Nah, not all the time. But shout out to Obi-Wan. Good to see you, man. Finicky Void. Azure line. Oh my god, my dude. Yeah, that one. I still have it in box, but I didn't get the one that was painted. But I'm getting the Noda one of that, the blue one. I was like, yeah, she looks tough. AZ Toy Hunters go, bro. I swear, every time I have a fucking NECA TMNT or any TMNT figure in my haul, my man AZ shows up. He gets the call, bro. Shit, he gets the fucking motherfucking call. Do I still have it? Yeah.
Get right with the shell shock pizza king. Can't stop these radical dudes. The secret of the ooze and the chosen few emerge from the shadows to make their move. The good guys win and the bad guys lose. Leonardo's a leader in blue. Does anything it takes to get his stitches through. Donatello is a fellow, has a way with machines. Raphael's got the most
Shout out to my man Jay Dynasty, bro. That was a man. I was like, man, should I play the whole song? Man, I cannot not play the whole song. That's such a banger of an intro. I love that goddamn theme song, man. It's so fucking good. Hustle's in the house. Yo, Hustle SM, what's up? Yo, we're gonna talk about that Sasuke figure in your fucking profile picture right now. So I'm glad that you slid in, Hustle SM. You're right on time because, like I said, got a pretty awesome show as far as toy news. Let's actually just jump right into it, man. Enough of my BS, my bullshit talking. I actually wanted to jump in with some 118th, man. It looks like Haya is continuing to pump out some of this G.I. Joe line. And dude, I actually wish I would have bought some of these earlier on when they were coming out. Because, man, if you look up that Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, I've said it in the past, those are like ghost figures. You can't even find them on eBay. I think some of the like recently sold listings are like over $200 a pop. It's crazy, you know. And I'm like, I don't know why it's just those two, but I don't know, man. These things just look so much better than like classified. Like I said, the G.I. Joe stuff that I do like from the Hasbro stuff is kind of the more classic stuff. And I think that's some of the critique that these guys get from the G.I. Joe community is like, they kind of should have planned it out a little bit better. Like the classified series and the retro series kind of look like they're blended kind of. I feel like classified, they should have really got crazy with some of the designs, take like more risks on some of the stuff. But I think when they did that, when they started off, people weren't liking it. And then they kind of pivoted and kind of went more classic route. But now they have like a retro line and it's like, wait, isn't this like the more OG look? So I don't know. I do like the classified stuff and the stuff Hasbro's doing, but I just feel like Haya Toys got really kind of creative with like the designs to just makes these things just look a lot better, a lot funner, you know. Because I remember when the Alley Vipers came out for Hasbro, I was like, yeah, they look cool, like they look okay, but it wasn't screaming to me like, whoa, this looks like some kind of made up kind of, you know, assault type, freaking urban assault type trooper, you know. It's like in a world where G.I. Joe is real, like this looks like it would be a real thing, you know. Where the classified series, it didn't look like that. It kind of looked too goofy, I want to say. And I hate to even use that word, but like I said, this just looks like something that I could imagine kind of seeing more realistic kind of take, but also with just a really kind of aggressive design, you know. It looks cool, you know. So yeah, I'm sure the people that are buying this line are pretty happy with it because, like I said, they tend to sell out. They tend to sell out after they kind of come out. And for a while, they were kind of just adding up on like pre-orders. There was just kind of a backlog of pre-orders, but I have seen them like kind of shipping out. I always do watch like reviews on them. And then, like I said, they're not like game changing. They're not like the greatest thing ever. I think a lot of people kind of look at the 118 stuff from Joy Toy for the Warhammer stuff and really kind of praise it for all the stuff that gets packed into such a small release, scale wise. I don't think High is doing all that, but like I said, it just looks like a fun line to kind of collect, especially if you're just like a G.I. Joe fan. It's kind of a little bit of a throwback, you know. You got like that classic scale, just with like updated articulation, modern articulation, and I think it's awesome, you know. Because yeah, just like army building these, even if you get a couple of them, because obviously they're not like classified prices. I think these get priced at like $50. So for a 118 scale figure, it is kind of expensive, but I think I'd be cool with two. The thumbnail I actually had for the show like last week was actually going to be these Alley Vipers, and I was like, man, they do make for like good like photography and stuff, you know. Like as you can see right here, like the diorama that they kind of use, it looks dope, man. You know, you can't even tell it's like a different scale from 112. It's just so detailed and stuff. But yeah, like I said, I wish I would have jumped on these a lot sooner, but man, it's just kind of a collection that I'll probably admire from afar. Because along with that, we also got a Gung Ho going up for pre-order soon, or I believe it already went up. So it should be kind of coming out around the same time as Alley Viper. And this is another dude. I know he's like one of kind of a more, I don't want to say OG character, but definitely from the cartoon. And yeah, I feel like these guys kind of killed it with the design coming out the gates, where I remember the classified series was not really to people's liking. I think even Bobby Vala and Action Force, they came out with like a gear pack to kind of add to the classified series and kind of fix that one up. So that was kind of crazy when you really think about it. It's like, damn, this dude is like a completely different company making something for like a different line, kind of like how third-party companies do like updates for like Transformers and stuff, or just, you know, third-party head sculpts. Because like I said, we're gonna take a look at a figure right now from SH Figure Arts, and it's just crazy how you see like the community kind of come to the rescue, I guess you could say. But this was another toy company, like yo, coming to the rescue to kind of fix this dude up, because yeah, he does come with that colored gear pack and stuff. But yeah, pretty decent loadout. Like I said, it's not like a game changing figure and stuff, but definitely a cool one to kind of add into the collection if you're already kind of deep in the line. So that's pretty dope. You know, it's not like a lot of news from Hasbro right now for like G.I. Joe and stuff. So this is kind of the only thing I saw this week or these last couple of weeks. And I don't know, for my liking, if I was like a really hardcore G.I. Joe fan, I think I would be all up in this line because it's pretty dope. Any of you guys collect any of the highest stuff? Because like I said, you look up some of those listings on eBay, those sold listings for the Snake Eyes and the Storm Shadow, man, you be amazed by what people are paying for that stuff. And you never really hear about them. You never hear about people collecting this line hardcore like that, you know? So it is pretty awesome. Raceland saying, I see Omar wants MEZCO Mirage comic stores with red headbands. Hey, let's fucking go, baby. I agree. They should have done a new version of characters and then do truer versions of the OG line. Yeah, now it feels like they're trying to do that, but now it's just like it's kind of weird because the retro line for the bats, those are like more cartoon, and then the ones that came out for classified series kind of look more OG vintage. So it's like, man, they kind of got it mixed up, you know? So I don't know. But like I said, right now I'm just kind of in a state where I'm just kind of picking and choosing the Joes that I like. And I'm even backtracking on stuff because shit, like yeah, for like Thanksgiving and stuff, the Black Friday deals, I was just kind of looking at like old stuff that I've like missed out on or passed up on originally, kind of seeing if I could get a deal. Like I got that Agent Helix. That bitch was like $15. I was like, yo, I always wanted this one. And yeah, fucking $15. I was like, yeah, that's cool. And I know that's like a more newer character or more like comic book based, but I thought she was a cool one for 15. That's awesome. Liquid Below Zero in the house. Said, yo, what's up, everyone? Yo, Liquid, what's good, man? Yeah, so I don't know. Pretty cool line. Like I said, overall, it's just kind of a fun little 118th line, especially to add into the rest of your 118th collection if you do have stuff. I know a lot of people are digging on that Toy TMNT line, which is pretty dope, man. I wish I would have kept up track with those. And then from Transformers, not a lot either. I think Hasbro has some pre-orders coming up also. But we do got another Missing Link pre-order going up soon. So this is going to be Delta Magnus. And I believe this is just originally in the Diaclone line. This mold for Ultra Magnus was this color. So obviously when Takara took it to make Takara and Hasbro kind of took the molds instead to kind of repurpose them for their Transformers line, they just kind of repainted a lot of these. So it's kind of smart of these guys to kind of obviously reuse these new Missing Link molds and stuff and just kind of give them paint jobs that are eventually retconned into canon and stuff. I believe this guy, like I said, he's just like a Diaclone paint job. I think in one of the continuations, like a comic, he's like Ultra Magnus's brother or some shit like that. So I don't know. That's kind of the thing with Transformers. It has like all these different continuations and stuff. But you know, it's canon, especially for like, you know, OG. I mean, not OG, but like definitely like purists of the line and stuff. They know a lot about the history. I think it's cool. And like I said, obviously they have to kind of reuse this mold that they created for this Ultra Magnus. But man, out of this line, I've only picked up the Optimus, and I still have that shit in the box. That shit just looks dope in box. It's like fucking vintage looking as fuck, you know. And I don't know, I'm gonna crack it open one day to see what's up with it. But I don't know, I just really dug the box. This shit looks tight. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Not like I said, I'm not going deep in the line. I kind of thought about it. I thought about getting the Cliff Jumper and the Bumblebee, but I just ended up holding off. So I don't know. I think I'm pretty good there. But if they do a fucking Megatron gun form, it's like, yo, I'm getting that, bro. That would be off the fucking chain. Like, hopefully they do. I heard there's some kind of talk about loosening up on stuff like that, like a hooded Cobra Commander or something crazy. But yeah, we'll see what's up with that, man. Thor in the house says, wow, Omar, you on a Tuesday night? Nice. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Tuesday crew in the house. Aiden's K saying, I still have my Optimus in the box too. Yeah, me too. It's just like, yeah, fuck it, man. I'll just leave this shit in the box. That just looks tight. But yo, that's pretty much it for the Transformer stuff. We went to some of the Bandai SH Figuarts Shinkoho Seiho 60th anniversary Ultraman, and god damn it, man, I still need a good Ultraman, dude. I kind of thought about getting the MEZCO one, but it's like, man, that shit was always so cheap. And I remember when I got my Destro, I got it like on sale, like from Amazon, and it was like $50 or something. And I got it, and like the leg was just like all loose. And I'm like, man, this shit's a MEZCO. It's like you can't just put kikis on that shit. I don't know how to cut this motherfucker's suit open and sew that shit back on. So I was just like, whatever. I just kind of had like a loose leg Destro. And that kind of kept me away from getting like the Ultraman. But I always thought the MEZCO Ultraman looked probably the best just because it does look like a guy in a suit. But man, this one definitely is gonna pose a lot better than that MEZCO. I've seen reviews of like the old one. And yeah, it's definitely gonna pose a lot better. And obviously, it's got all these effects. They're really kind of tricking this thing out, especially since anniversary edition. Yeah, it's gonna have like all these like different kind of powers and effects and stuff. And I don't know, that just makes for more ultimate release, you know. So I think I'm jumping on this one, man. It's even got like this little kind of honeycomb looking thing and wrap around this villain and shit. And I always thought the villains to Ultraman are some of the crazier designs, you know. Because man, I know Godzilla has like some crazy kaiju like villains and stuff or enemies, but the Ultraman joints just look more alien. They look weird as fuck, you know. Like they got really creative with that stuff. That's why I don't know. Even in like MMPR, I know they took all that Sentai footage. It's like, man, these designs were like even cool for kids, you know. So you fucking see a Megazord fucking fighting this huge ass thing in the city. That was always just the craziest shit, bro. They were just like knocking over buildings and all this shit. And then the next day, it wouldn't even be like news. It's like, oh shit, this city was leveled by a fucking giant robot and a huge monster. So that's pretty cool. And then yeah, it's got like a nice little stand and stuff, kind of displayed and everything. So I'm cool with just like seeing what's up the figure. But it is kind of cool presentation overall. You know, I dig it. So I want to see what's up with this one. It does go up because yeah, they're really packing in a lot of love with these Shinkoho Seiho releases, man. So be on the lookout for that. And then next up, we got Griffith. And man, bro, talk about a fucking villain. Talk about a villain, bro. Does it get any more sinister than this guy? Obviously, the Band of the Hawk look is not really turned. But yeah, this is another motherfucker that's a devious, to say the least. And this Guts line, man, or this Berserk line, I should say, looks like it's continuing to pump out, pretty decent releases overall. Now you got the Band of the Hawk look for him. I know the Guts was actually on sale recently on Nin, man. I fucking missed that shit. I think it was like $40, I want to say. I was at work and I saw their Black Friday deals went live, and I was like, oh, I'll look through this shit later. And then I saw that one and I added it to my cart, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy more stuff, later on. When I got out of work, I was like, oh, this shit's already sold out. I was like, oh fuck. So I just didn't even bother to get more shit or add more stuff. But yeah, cool overall, like overall line. They're, like I said, they're kind of pumping them out, not as fast as other stuff, but I mean, it's pretty okay. They've given you kind of certain looks to kind of just display them like this if you want and stuff. But yeah, when they when they get around to some of those other motherfuckers, it's gonna be crazy to see, So I don't know. I feel like this is always a smart play from like Bandai to just kind of do kind of 3-figure. I don't want to call them waves because they kind of have separate release dates, but just kind of like 3 figures per nice little display, and then you kind of move in. I know they've done that a lot with the One Piece stuff. Like they gave us like the Wano looks and stuff for Zoro, Luffy, and Sanji, and then they kind of moved on. Sometimes that annoys me, but sometimes it kind of works, Like if I had just these 3 right now, like I'd be pretty happy with that. And then I'd just be waiting for more stuff. Finicky Voice says, I hope the Griffith isn't going to have the same issue the Guts figure had where his shoulders don't have much range. Yeah, that's kind of what's actually kind of kept me away from overall this line overall. I have only picked up the Nosferatu Zod, and overall, like, man, I wanted to see which one was going to be the Guts that I get, but I heard kind of issues with all of them. And then I heard that model kit, I forget what it's called, Play Max or something, Play Attack. I forgot what that shit's called. I heard that one was actually pretty good and it's kind of scales better with other stuff, but I'm not really picky about the size of these characters. But yeah, with the Guts figure, I've heard like different issues with all of the releases, but this one was probably the one that I heard the least issues with. So I was kind of looking to get this one, especially if it was going to be $40. But I don't know, I missed the boat on that. So now I'm like, fuck. So I do want to backtrack on one of them, but I don't know. I don't want to just like fill up my collection with like entire entire rosters of characters and stuff. Like I just want just the main bad guy, main good guy most of the time. I'm just kind of a collector like that. I don't like to go too deep, but I know a lot of people really held or hold this shit in like high regard in their collection when they had the Figma stuff. So I wonder if people are collecting all of these now, and if they're as happy with them now as the Figma stuff was, because they look better. To me, they look a lot better than the Figma stuff. But yeah, we'll see. But overall, this one looks okay. You know, I could definitely see a lot of issues that this one might have just based on the armor design. It's like, fuck, man, they got to get really, you know, you're not really seeing much in that shoulder area, like for him lifting his arms up. So I got to wonder, you know, but overall, just you know, the presentation on your shelf, it hits it. Like they got the look, but yeah, I think since they have so much stuff on their plate, they got to really kind of just not take so much time with it. And that's kind of the main issue I have with Bandai a lot of the time. They kind of seem like they're rushing a lot of stuff. So I always like to wait. I don't just like to pre-order their stuff like right away, but we'll see how people like these guys. Golden Girl's ass haircut. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. For being a fucking villain, this guy has got like such a crazy juxtaposed to his design and everything, because it's like he looks kind of like angelic and like shit like that, but it's like, man, this guy ends up being one of the most evil motherfuckers, you know. And that's kind of what's crazy about that storyline. I gotta finish that shit one day. I'm not even like I think like a third of the way caught up on this shit. That's why I'm not like jumping to pre-order all of these. But man, I always hear about it. I know my brother, he fucking loves that shit. I remember he said that's kind of where I read a lot, some of the volumes and stuff when I lived with him. But ever since I don't, I never went back to get them. Finicky Void, yeah. What up, y'all? Yo, what's up, B Rivera? What's good with you, man? But yeah, it's kind of been slow with the Bandai stuff, because even over here in the Naruto line, looks like we're getting all new Naruto jacket open, baby. I love this look from my man's. He looks dope. I think I'm just good getting this one Naruto. I have like a lot of his kid form, a lot of that first Shippuden one. And then I haven't really got his transformation forms. I always just you know, power down look for Naruto. I always liked it the most. But that 6-pass Sage mode, I think that would be like the next release, because if I remember correctly, they were fighting Madara, I think. And I think he kind of transforms again, and I think that would probably be the next one. And maybe I get that one, because I think that was my favorite transformed look for him. It just kind of had a more, I don't know, it kind of had like a streetwear type of design. I liked it a lot. And then this one's cool. Got some little battle damage and stuff. And then the Sasuke, man, god damn it, dude, they are making this dude look a hell of a lot better than this past release. A hell of a lot better. Because I've said in the past, there was something about both of his releases that I just wasn't feeling, man. I feel like that head sculpt wasn't hitting it, man. Where now, a little bit of a retweak, I'm like, yo, this shit just looks a hell of a lot better. And it's not that much of a tweak either, but it was so bad. And dude, it was driving me fucking crazy, because I was saying this when that kid version came out, and I hope they go back to the drawing board and give us another version. Because when that kid version came out, I said, yo, this don't look like Sasuke, bro. Like, it just doesn't. Where now I found this online, this looks exactly like him, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, Bandai? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you give us this look? It looks so bad. Look at it side by side. Like, holy shit, bro. Holy fucking shit. It's like, dude, I remember calling this. I said, yo, that don't look like him. His face is too long. He looks like a fucking lesbian. That doesn't look like him. Fuck, what did they do to my mans, bro? What did they do to my boy? And when I saw this online, I said, holy fucking shit. I knew I wasn't fucking crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy. I said, maybe that's just the translation to the figure form. That's just how he looks in, 3D. No, fuck off, Bandai. Get your shit together. Even the body was too tall, which I also felt. But more so than anything, I knew that head sculpt was fucking off. And I remember saying it, and people were like, you're stupid. You're crazy. A fucking lesbian. Come on. Now you're just talking shit. Fuck you guys. I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. This is exactly how he's supposed to look. And I hope they do the same thing with the kid form, because this more Shippuden look is older, obviously. It's hitting it, man. It's hitting it. I wish I would have got a side by side with the past release. This shit looks a hell of a lot better. I'm with this shit right now all the fucking way. Avatar Airbender head ass. Yeah, exactly. Dude, I said the fucking head was off. Look at this shit. Like, holy shit, man. I should have got a picture of the animation. And it's like, dude, I remember looking at it, the figure when it came out and seeing a picture of the anime side by side. I said, how the fuck can people not see this? Like, I'm not crazy here. I'm not talking out of my ass. Like, this is real shit. And yeah, finally seeing a fucking custom figure head kit. I'm like, God damn it, these third-party kit guys, like, they are doing the Lord's work, man. They're doing it, bro. They're fucking doing it. If I can get this shit, if I can find this shit, I didn't even bother to look it up because I'm like, yo, Bandai has to really kind of go back to the drawing board, and I'll get it. I'll get the official release. But if this is the only the only avenue, then I know what I got to do. Because yeah, this is complete ass from Bandai. So I'll say it again. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Bandai. Like I said, you got fucking third-party customizers doing a hell of a lot better than they are. And moving into Luffy. Looks like he's getting a fucking starting lineup release. RIP to that line, man. It's funny when I saw this shit this past week, I was like, man, what a fucking fumble from Hasbro to like do that line, man. I think the next one was gonna be the NFL. And I'm like, yeah, these guys just they marketed terribly. The offering was terrible with the NFT. It's just overall just a fumble. So I don't know. I know this isn't starting lineup, but it's kind of interesting, especially for me. I love the Lakers, man. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm out here in LA. So, you know, I'm copping this shit. This is an easy cop. We got my man Luffy and the Lakers. And I believe this is from a recent like kind of promotion they did right here at the crypto.com arena. Fucking hate that name. But yeah, it was a Laker game, I believe, last year, and they had some kind of like special kind of posters and I think a t-shirt and had like obviously Luffy in the fucking Lakers kit. And I think they did some playing cards, but then also One Piece and Tamashi. Looks like they had like this world tour thing with Luffy. So we're gonna get like these little, I don't know what the fuck they are. They look like little PVC statues. You know, obviously different kind of teams and stuff. You get different statues, but if this is the only Figuarts, I'm happy because shit, yeah, he's all Lakered out. So I'm copping that. And then yeah, this was in February. So this was last season. And yeah, they had like a little poster and stuff. I wanted the poster and the cards. I would have been happy with that. Because I just thought it was cool, you know, some of the designs. You got fucking Nami and Nico and Laker girl outfits. Like, sign me up. I'll take a figure of that shit. But I thought this shit was dope. Even Sanji and Zoro look dope as fuck. So it's pretty cool. And then yeah, they also had this. They had an event at Dodger Stadium, and they gave this to Shohei Ohtani. Man, he got this 1-of-1 piece, no pun intended, fucking little statue of Luffy. I thought this shit was sick, man. For a Dodgers fan, I was like, yo, this is dope as fuck. But yeah, never was open to the public to purchase. It was just like a 1-of-1 gift that they made for him. Obviously, he's a Japanese player, so it's pretty cool. If they do a figure of this, I'm hopping on this shit too. That's all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say about that. But pretty cool. I don't know, it's kind of random. I know a lot of people were kind of turned off by this somewhat because it's like go sports, baby. It's like not really for this crowd too much of the times. And even me, like if it did like a Warriors one, I'd be like, yeah, that's fucking stupid as fuck. But since it's Lakers, since it's Luffy, if I get the opportunity to get it, I'm copping it. So that's pretty cool. And then jumping over some third-party action, we got this not Omni-Man. This is My Alien Dad from Zoom Rig 112. And we had seen this, I believe, at Wonderfest. I believe it has some in-booth shots. Obviously, when it's like a third-party kit figure, kind of even did it right here, obviously, with this not Chun-Li. It's like you get the base body, and then you got to get like an accessory kit pack to kind of give it like the overall look. So obviously they kind of do that to kind of obviously dance around not having the license. You know, they got to do stuff like this. So I believe this is gonna have like a different chest piece, different head sculpt, but the body itself, man, I gotta say, when this was teased out, I was like, nah, I'll wait for Jada Toys. I'm good. I'm in no rush. They're gonna kill it. Stupidly, they went with like that fucking that last look in that last season. And like I said, just about Bandai, it's kind of smart that they give you like, all right, 3 characters from a specific scene, a specific arc. You know, they got Conquest, they got Mark in the second costume, and then they got Kid Omni-Man. It's like, okay, that end fight scene. It's like, all right, you got all 3 for that scene. That's pretty cool. But people want Omni-Man, dude. He was like a really iconic villain, or a character in that first season. Obviously, people remember the fucking memes where he's pointing at his fucking head, and people want that goddamn figure. They don't want to wait for it, man. So you're leaving that window open to somebody like this, a company like this, to slide in and take your fucking money, bro. Like, man, I would have ran to put out Omni-Man first, because people want that goddamn figure. And yeah, now you're giving opportunity to another company. Obviously, this company is not have to wait for the license to go through or anything. They're just gonna make it, and people might be just content with this. They might not have a reason to get your Jada toys when it comes out, because like I said, look how yoked up this thing is. The butterfly joints on this thing look serious. And yeah, it's not that crazy of a price. I believe it's around that $100 price point. Pop this on a TOYZ Metaverse or 5K Toys. And obviously, kind of like I said, to kind of switch it up, you got to get this accessory pack. So you're getting pretty decent head sculpts. You get the wired cape, the different chest piece, the neck piece. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that you do have to do all that, but obviously it's third party. You got to kind of know what's up with that. And yeah, allows you to make, like I said, quintessential Omni-Man. Would you need another company to make it? Probably not. This looks pretty import quality to me. Where no knock on the Jada, dude, for being domestic figures. I feel like they pack a punch, but man, it's just, am I gonna need multiple Omni-Mans? I'm in that state right now where it's like I kind of just want to get the best versions of one character. I'll say that, and I'll have like fucking 20 Batmans on pre-order, but it's kind of that for this type of character. I only want one Omni-Man for real. So it's like, if I could pre-order this now and this comes out before the Jada Toys one, it's like, you fucked up, man. You would have got my money going your way, but that might not be the case. Where the figure here, overall, I do like the look. I would just kind of have to know what's up with the scale on it, and obviously the looseness on the joints, where it's like, I will wait for a review. And then these pins on that toe hinge, man, I don't like that shit, bro. It's like, if you're gonna do toe hinge, you better find a way to hide those ugly ass pins. Like, I don't want to see that shit, bro. It's like, fuck that. It's like, find a better way to do that shit. Cover that shit up. Fill that shit out. Because yeah, it's such a small little thing, but for me, it was like really noticeable. Especially if they're like silver and shit. Like, I don't like that shit at all. But overall, I don't know. It kind of looks like a fucking, if Mafex made Invincible. I can't imagine it looking different than this. Like, this honestly looks to me like a fucking yoked up Mafex body with just an invincible character, So it's like, yeah, I can't really imagine them making something different had it been Medicom producing this. But it's just crazy to see just like third party companies continuing to pump stuff out. It's like, and pretty fast too. I want to say it's pretty fast. Like, some of the stuff that you see like on 5K Toys, it goes up for pre-order, and only like a few months away you get that item coming in stock. It's like, damn. So yeah, I can definitely see this coming out first quarter next year. I think it's scheduled to come out. Obviously maybe latest second quarter, but when's the Jada one gonna come out? Maybe they just reveal that at SDCC, and then you have to wait a whole last fucking another year. Maybe it's like, that's not good, man. Not fucking good, dude. So that was a huge critique that I definitely understood from people. So yeah, we'll see what's up with that. B Rivera saying Lakers Luffy, fuck yeah, I needs it. Yeah, man, I'm down with that. That's Lake Show, baby. No, you're right. Especially when the arms and leg pegs are hidden, the foot pegs are sticks out bad. Yeah, it's like, look at those fucking things, bro. It's like, what the fuck? Like, that ain't okay, bro. It's like, don't even put toe hinge. It's just gonna look like that, guys. I know that might be an exaggeration, but fuck all that bullshit. Figure pay DLC. Yeah, man. You hate to see it, but it's like I said, this is a necessary thing. that Sasuke that I was just bitching about, that's uncalled for, man. I'm calling out Bandai all day. Like you guys are pieces of shit, man. Because it was just such a glaring thing at me when I saw that pre-order for that kid Sasuke. I was like, why the fuck does he look like a lesbian? Oh god damn it. They butchered my boy. They butchered him. But going back to this, like I said, if Medicom made this, I can't imagine it looking too different. And I say that when Medicom is actually making more fucking Batman, baby. And yeah, like I said, man, it's like I don't know. I feel like these guys are the ones that are kind of stagnant more than anything, man. I'm talking shit about Bandai, but at least it seems like they take more risks. Obviously, they got more licenses. They got to tool out different stuff. These guys look like they're just going back to the same well. And I mean, if the shit's continuing to sell, it's continuing to sell. Every time they reissue that Hush Superman, the pre-orders dry up again. Hush Batman, they eventually dry up again. The Wolverines, the Cyclops, the goddamn Gambit. Say, always got to go back to this shit. Carnage, the Venom, Spideys and stuff. But it doesn't look like they're advancing too much, man. It, like, especially this Ra's al Ghul, man. Like, oh, dude. That shit just looks so plain Jane, but it's fucking accurate. You know, you can't knock it for that. But it just looks so, I don't know. It just looks so fucking mid. You know, I mean, if you're collecting this Hush line, which I dipped out of already, thank fucking God. I was like, yo, fuck, I don't need all this shit. I dipped out right at that Hush figure. I was like, man, that figure looks so ass. I didn't get it. I only have the Catwoman, Poison Ivy, the Batman. I got both of the Batmans, the blue and the black, the Nightwing. I do want to get that I believe it's Tim Drake, I think, coming out. And also the Batgirl I want to get, but man, I'm good. I was good on the Riddler. I was good on that Scarecrow, and I'm probably gonna be good on these two, man. You know, because even that battle damage Batman, it's like fucking hell, dude. They could have just put out an accessory set, you know, but you know, you're not gonna get that gash on his arm. So it's like fucking hell. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's like they're gonna go back to this well as long as it keeps selling. And obviously, if they're giving you new characters in that line, it's like if you're deep in that line, you gotta fucking keep going, I would imagine, right? So it's like, fuck, man. Obi-Wan saying Batman comes with the scratch this time, though. Yeah, I know. It's like, god damn it. And that's like they really wanted to sell you on that because they're like, look. It was like his arm out right there. It's like not covered by the cape. Because man, yeah, you're not even gonna see that shit. That cape on that figure is like you could use that shit during wintertime as a blanket, like for yourself, you know. Like that shit is huge, bro. And that's like I said, even that, man. You look at how McFarlane puts their capes on their figures, it's so good. It's like, man, these guys do it better than these guys. These guys have it like such a weird way to do it. It just looks like bunched up underneath like the the cow and stuff, or underneath like the shoulder part. It doesn't look good anymore. Like, man, I was looking at my Cyborg Soups one time and I was like, why doesn't this shit just look more natural? It shit just looks weird. And it looks like that for all their figures now. Now that I look at them, I'm like, fuck, man, this is not the line to collect for Batman anymore. I think I'm good, man, because yeah, there's other companies. One company that's been getting a lot of attention this past week is Gong Studios, pumping out this officially licensed DC Batman Hush line, or DC in general. I did pick up their Kingdom Come Superman and Captain Marvel, and I thought those figures are awesome. I was like, yo, this is a company to collect now for DC. That's before we started seeing INART, before we started seeing LPZZ. I thought these guys were coming out strong for like MEZCO type, you know, soft goods figures. I thought they looked great. I bought both of them. They moved awesome. I was like, yo, they definitely had like a certain aesthetic to them that definitely reminded me of MEZCO. But the one thing I liked about it was like the tailoring on the costumes were better than MEZCO. It just didn't have like this Migo look to it. It kind of was tailored better. The stitching was just better. It just looked like a better fit overall in their figures. When we flash forward to the Batman and the Superman, Not gonna talk about the Superman because it hasn't gone up for pre-order yet, but the Batman here, when we first saw it at certain events, I don't know, I was like, yeah, dude, these guys kind of take a step backward. Now it's starting to look a little bit more Migo-ish, you know. I was like, ah, shit. I feel like I spoke too soon, and I don't know. I'm kind of like mixed on this, man. I've seen like some influencers get this early in hand. I think Isaac Wong, I think Mr. Lee or Isaac Wong, I think it was, had like a review on it. I've seen just collectors with this in hand already, kind of, you know, taking pictures and stuff of it, obviously. And man, it's like I keep going back and forth on it. Like there's certain stuff that I like on it, and then there's certain stuff that I don't like on it. Like I've never been the biggest fan of like soft goods figures for like superheroes. I always feel like they have this kind of pajama look where a character like a Rumble Society character is not really gonna have that for me. You know, you just get like the soft goods pants, obviously the jackets and stuff, but like a superhero costume, unless that tailoring is right and the stitching is kind of in scale with the rest of the figure, obviously, it's like it just looks too pajama like. I never liked it, but something about the gong stuff, I just was like, hey, you know what? I'm actually liking this. It just looks like it's in scale better, you know, it's not as puffy and stuff. Where right here, I feel like, man, this is, it kind of reminds me of like old MEZCO, you know, it's like, oh man, especially like in that like his underwear and shit, you know, it's like fuck it, the stitching on that just looks, I don't know, it just looks weird. It's like I can't imagine that I would see stitching on this motherfucker's like underwear and shit, low key. And then the other thing that a lot of people are pointing out is like those thigh cuts and stuff. The way that they're articulating that thigh cut, it kind of sticks out, and you know, obviously it's kind of pronounced through the costume, so it just kind of looks like he's wearing fucking hockey pads. Where this motherfucker says he don't wear hockey pads. So it's like, why the fuck you got him here, bro? So a lot of people are not really liking that. Where that's not really like the concern for me. I something about it just kind of felt a little bit off. I think it's like the head sculpt with like his cowl on. You know, obviously you get like the other ones. The Bruce Wayne head sculpt to me looks great, and I think I would display it a lot like this, you know, where I don't usually do that, but I don't know. I'm kind of in between on this one. I kind of, certain things I like it about it and certain things I don't, but pre-orders up already, like on sites like TOYZ and 5K. I kind of added it to my 5K toys cart. And I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on it, man. I don't know. It's just something about it that's it's kind of telling me to get this one. I feel like they are gonna have like a pretty decent collection overall for like just like certain comic DC comics and stuff. So I don't know, if I get this, I'm probably locked in to get the Superman. So it's like I'm kind of thinking of that. I'm kind of thinking that they're gonna do like certain storylines, so they're gonna give you one of that character, and then whoever they fight in that comic series or whatever in that run or in that arc, and it's like potentially be pretty happy with that. You know, that might be pretty cool. You know, especially since, like I said, I didn't really buy a lot of the MEZCO stuff, like superhero stuff. I'm like, I do kind of also kind of, like I said, I'm kind of critiquing the soft goods look, but there is something about it that kind of adds something different than just like all plastic figure. So I don't know. I think in a nice display, I think they would all look dope as fuck. And that is one thing that I've always said about the MEZCO. It's like the more you have, the better they all look, you know? So I think I am gonna pre-order this one, man, because there's certain things I like about it, and then there's certain things I don't like about it. But I think when I weigh the pros, I think they outweigh the cons, and I think that's just kind of leaning me towards getting it, you know. But overall, it's not coming with too much. It would have been cool if they gave you like a gargoyle display stand. That would have been awesome. You know, that would have been really like a can't miss pre-order type of thing. But you know, I think they're just playing it safe, or just kind of, you know, reusing that body, obviously, that they have tooled up already, and just kind of tailoring out the soft goods and manufacturing it that way. And I don't know, we'll see what's up with it, man. But like I said, the only reason I gotta really think about it is because, yeah, I'd probably be locked in for the Superman. Where I think when we saw it in the booth, I did like the Superman better, but we'll see what's up, man. But for $20 NRD now, I think I am gonna lock it up. It's not really that unappealing. Ghost Tab saying, as much as I like to have a figure of a shirtless old man, pass for me. He doesn't look like Liam Neeson enough. Yeah, it's like shirtless dude. Yeah, shirtless crazy guy with a fucking sword. You know, I need this character in the good Batman Rogues Gallery, man. I'm like, fuck, McFarlane better finish out with one. I think the only Raj that he's put out is that fucking Arkham one, and I'm like, that shit look kind of ass. Never got it, but I definitely want him for like my McFarlane display and stuff. Because yeah, I don't know. I have like pretty decent rose gallery for McFarlane. I wanna make sure before that line's done, I can just kind of be happy with like all the Batman villains. I didn't really go too deep in all the other DC stuff, but the Batman stuff I picked up, and yeah, I'm missing him, so it'd be cool to get one of him. But I'm good on the Mayfix stuff. Like I'm pretty done there. Overall, in general, like Mayfix, I feel like they're just not hitting it anymore, man. Like a lot of their stuff just seems like unappealing, unexciting. So no, they gotta come out with better shit, man. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about that. But yo, man, it doesn't stop here for Batman Hush, because yeah, like Raceland was saying, LPZZ, man, they got their stuff coming out too. Now UPF, I believe it is. So you pose fingers or something. I forgot what the hell their new name is, but yeah, it looks like they put a little bit of an update on their social media accounts. And yeah, man, I don't know. I gotta really think about getting this motherfucker then, because just look how good this looks, man. Just the silhouette of the sculpt. Obviously, it's not soft goods, so you really get to appreciate like this action figure, you know, in a more natural way. I want to say plastic is just more natural, bro. Soft goods gets tricky to pull off aesthetically, but if they do it right, it can be done. But just going back to this, man, just look how awesome this looks, man. I feel like these guys they're the one to watch out for, man. It's not gonna be anybody else, dude. Like I feel like the Mayfix shit is cooked already, and these guys are gonna be what replaces my Mayfix, man. And yeah, right here in the update, they're just kind of saying obviously this is early prototype. Even the joints aren't really pegged in all the way, so those elbows, the inside of those elbows look a little unsightly, but obviously early prototype might be hidden a lot better. And then even the cape, look how the cape is just like nicely tucked away. It's not like bunched up at the shoulders. It's like if you pick up your Mayfix Batman, his cape is just like sticking out of his goddamn shoulders so much because it's just so much fabric. It's like, you goddamn idiots, man. Where this looks better, and even them saying that it's not the final look for the cape, they just kind of wanted to get some kind of fabric put together pretty fast just for the overall look of it. I think this thing is looking marvelous, marvelous. So can't wait for this shit. Can't wait for the pre-order to go up. And then yeah, continue to see these guys pump out more shit, because look how much time they're taking for this. It's like I thought we would have already seen the early painted prototype, but they're not even done with the sculpt of it. So keep on cooking, baby. Keep on cooking. I'm here for it, man. This is it right here. You can't remove that cape from the Mayfix Batman, right? I think you can. I think I've seen people say that they've like cut it, you know, like they've kind of customized it a bit, kind of shortened it out. But I was like, I'm gonna fuck that thing up, and that's just gonna piss me off even more. But man, now seeing this, I'm like, those things are going back in the box, man. I might have to sell those for the low, all that hush stuff, because yeah, I think I'm gonna want this stuff for plastic figures. So we'll see what's up, man. Because man, it doesn't stop right there with DC. Between LPZZ and fucking INART stuff, like I feel like the INARTs was gonna have me cover for the movie stuff, and the LPZZ more of the comic book stuff. Because it looks like both companies are doing both. You know, obviously, it's like these guys are gonna do movie and comic shit. But man, I feel like I gotta draw the line, because yeah, I don't want to get too much, but movie wise, I feel like these guys are hitting it out of the park, man. This Catwoman from The Dark Knight Rises, bro. This thing looks fucking awesome too, man. Like, god damn. I think I said it when we saw this at Wonder Festival, man. It's like I recently, well, not recently anymore, but the last time I watched this movie, I said, yo, you know what? This Catwoman, she's actually pretty fucking badass in that movie, like really badass. And the movie in general, I know it got like a bad rap, but I think the next time that you watch it, it's actually more enjoyable. Because yeah, one time I really just sat down and really enjoyed it just in my house and stuff, and I was like, hey, this is actually not that bad. The ending was god awful. The ending was just ridiculously dumb. But 90% of that movie or 80% of that movie is actually pretty good, you know. And her character, man, this Catwoman, like I said, she's seductive. She's like street smart. She's thugging that shit, bro. I like her a lot, man, you know. And Anne Hathaway, man, talk about a fucking pretty gal, bro. Like, and she's always been fucking pretty, man. But as Catwoman, I don't think I appreciated it enough when she was casted. I was like, I don't know if that works, but man, I gotta say, I take that all back. I wish I would have appreciated it more in the moment, man. But figure wise, this thing looks like it hits all the marks, man. Like the posing, it just even the joints are just hitting well. Like it's just like that knee articulation doesn't look unsightly at all. And just look at the range on that, man. The posing that they have, obviously with her fucking stilettos and shit. It's like, yeah, this thing is gonna be tricky to stand up, but looks like they're doing it here, man. And then yeah, just like her fucking like sculpted out thighs and stuff. Everything just looks so natural on this figure. Like they are killing it, man. Not just with likeness, but the articulation. It's like, dude, they are, like I said, they're hitting all the marks. They're giving you shit that, like, man, Mafex rushed out all these types of characters, like that Dark Knight line that they had. That Joker was just complete dog shit. Never got any of those figures. All this stuff that gets rushed out by companies, these guys look like they just came out of nowhere and just did it right. They didn't fuck it up. And that's what pisses me off with other companies. Like they tend to fuck this shit up some of the times, man. Where man, looks, aesthetic, and articulation, it's like, yeah, can't miss. I think the one critique I had of the Batman from this line though is just obviously the size. He's a little bit on the shorter size. I think I have that critique in general for the INART stuff, but man, collection wise, and a nice clean display. If you're a fan of these movies, it's like it ain't gonna get better than that, bro. It ain't gonna get better than that at fucking all. So they got me for this. I'm definitely getting this line, man. Like I got the Batman, getting this Catwoman. And yeah, overall, it's kind of not too expensive for import quality figure. I know they're creeping around that $100 price point, but some of the Mafex stuff coming out now is like that 115 range. I'm like, ew, fuck off, fuck all the way off. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. You can't. Oh shit, read that already. She looks good. Yeah, man. Is she a 6 or 7 inch fig? Oh, this is 6 inch, man, but it's like true 6 inch. It's like FIGURA 6 inch, but I don't mind it. Like I said, I don't mind it. I'm kind of just trying to see, like, just kind of trying to keep stuff kind of separated sometimes, but most of the time when it's so detailed, it's like I kind of overlook if I'm not completely happy about the size. But since she's more of a petite character, I'm like, I don't mind it at a nice 6 inch scale. So I'm hopping on this one, man. Racing saying, Omar, when Bomb Busby cancels another pre-order, you think this gives you power over me? Yeah, dude. You know what? I remember I said they canceled my Snail Shell set. The one other pre-order that I did have on there that I'm like, yeah, I didn't want to just cancel on this shit was those fucking Ling Jing June TMNT turtles. And I'm like, bro, I've seen reviews. Where they at? I messaged them. Where they at, bro? Let me pay that balance. They said, not yet, buddy. And I was like, all right, go fuck yourself. Don't cancel it. So hopefully they don't, man. Action figure Bancho. Yeah, dude. Fire. So I'm hopping on this chick, man. She's looking awesome, man. But man, it doesn't stop there. Obviously, you guys saw the thumbnail, man. Looks like some Black Myth Wukong INART 112 stuff also around the corner. This video game, it looks like it pumped out some pretty dope designs, man. I didn't play it myself, but figure wise, it looks like they're pumping out a pretty cool collection to collect, man. This fucking stone Wukong. When I first saw this shit, I said, "What the fuck is this shit? Where is this from?" And damn, dude, it looked fucking gnarly as fuck, I think the paint job might be a little boring. It's a little bit too drab. You can't really see too much of like the like the face portrait and stuff. But articulation wise, I feel like it looks like it's dope as fuck. Like it looks like it's gonna be some fun, And I think that little pig dude hit my pile of loot on BBTS, so I had to get that shipped out. But since I didn't play the game, I don't know. It's something about this line overall that's just kind of keeping me from being overly excited about it. Like I definitely don't want to collect too many Wukongs. I feel like between this and fucking Street Fighter, I feel like we see a Wukong pre-order every other fucking week, So It's not one that I'm probably gonna pre-order, but just to look at the figure itself, I say, yo, it is cool that this company is kind of pumping out so much detail and articulation into the releases. Because yeah, this thing, like I said, looks like it can move extremely well, but it doesn't come with too many things. Where I think that's kind of where it keeps the price point down. But just to pose around and stuff, and yeah, if you are a fan of the game, then this will make a cool release, to pick up. I got to get myself a goddamn PS5, man. I'm like so fucking dumb. I'm like, I always thought I'll get it when the price goes down. I get it when the price goes down. And I recently saw a post on social media saying, hey, the Sony said the PS5 is going up in price. I said, shit, I guess I'll wait for the PS6. Fucking hell, man. I was like, God damn it. What the fuck is this shit? We're a fallen country, man. We're a fallen goddamn country, bro. I always remember, man, every console that I ever got, said, oh, you got to get it when it comes out, man. Got to get the fun. Got to get the fun at home, right? Eventually, they released like a more slimmed down version, cheaper version. It's like, all right, cool. For the people that didn't get it, that's fine. I was like, yeah, I'm finally going to be one of those people with the PS5, man. And I think I fucking waited too goddamn long. Now the price is going up again. It's like, what the fuck? This is the first time I've ever seen that shit. Gotta get Battlefield 6, bro. Yeah, one of my coworkers was telling me about that shit. Just how badass it is. I'm like, damn, you know what, dude? I'm getting the fucking PS5 this fucking winter holiday. I don't give a fuck who I gotta beg for it, because I ain't paying for that shit. I'm asking everybody, man. Please put it on my Santa list. Shit, man. Because yeah, going back to this, dude, this shit looks tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's just like I said, this is one that I can just stay away from, but definitely kind of seeing it posed out, especially from the reviewers. Like I said, it's smart for these companies to send their shit out to like Isaac Wong and Mr. Lee and stuff, because man, they sell the fuck out of it, dude. It kind of makes you think like, hey, I can take these pictures. I can have fun. No, you fucking can't, buddy. And I'm talking to myself. But man, it's just something to take a look at. That's what I like about just companies coming out with new shit, man. You don't gotta buy everything, but it is cool to see new shit all the time, man. I find it so incredible that like this community, this hobby is like just offers so much stuff weekly, man. It's just crazy. Like every week, it's like, what are we gonna see this week? Obviously, around the time of the cons, it gets really exciting and stuff. But man, like I was just talking about it with somebody today. It's like, man, is Hasbro Pulse gonna have an event before the year's over? I think they are, right? New wave Marvel Legends. Like, man, I'm excited for that stuff too. It's dope, man. It's just such a good time. Like, I don't know. I just love it, man. I love being able to kind of just, like I said, get to talk about new shit with people and see what people are collecting, what people are finding in this hobby and stuff. Because yeah, some of this shit is really fucking awesome. Watching the video game awards this year, the fucking statue isn't Elder Scrolls 6 related. The video game awards, that shit is all that shit. That's the thing about video games and all that shit. Here I go on my rant, my fucking end the woke rant. That shit is infiltrated, bro, with fucking woke activists, bro. There you go, my rant. Nah, that's honestly one of the things I have heard about people that buy video games. It's like, man, for a while they were not getting a lot of cool shit, man. But that's kind of one of the reasons also I kind of didn't run to buy a PS5. I didn't really hear too many cool games, but like this guy saying this Battlefield 6 game, I've been hearing a lot about that. It's like, what happened to the fucking Call of Duty shit? I heard that thing got fucking stupid as hell. Where I remember it was getting stupid even when I still played. But man, I heard it. I just saw like a trailer to a new one. I was like, this is ridiculous. Even for a video game, it's like, come on. I think even recently too, it's like there's a NBA 2K. It's like NBA game. And the WNBA players can play with the men. It's like, I know this is a video game. I know it's not real. But come on. Like, let's at least keep the realism in the like, come on. What are we doing, guys? Come on, man. This is ridiculous, dude. Shit. We will get another Skyrim before ES6. What the fuck is this guy even talking about? Fucking nerds over here nerding out. Oh shit, man. But yeah, I don't know. Just going back to this, like I said, there's probably a line of figures that I don't know if I'm gonna collect them because I'm even thinking about that Pig Boy. It's like, yeah, why the fuck did I pre-order this motherfucker? He looks cool. He looks fun. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just collect him because I don't think I want to get the Wukong of this line, but he looks cool as fuck too. But obviously, you have the different versions of him. I don't know if this is him too, right? Is this Stone Monkey? Is this somebody he fights in the game, or is this him? I don't fucking know. Just looking at the figure though, like I said, it doesn't come with too much stuff, but I think it's just because they gotta obviously tool this body up and everything, kind of just invest in that. And yeah, it's still got enough cool shit to sell it, you know. This shit just looks like a fucking old ass blunt and shit. These motherfuckers want to smoke that shit. Shit's a fucking Black and Mild rolled up. Oh man, but yo, going back to their DC stuff, looks like we got some teasers for upcoming 1/6 figures. So we got the Superman 78. Believe we've seen that prototype already. Looks great. Dark Knight Rises Catwoman. We just saw the 112, so you know the 1/6 is gonna look good. We got Batman BVS Batman, so I'm good on that. And then the Batman 112, so probably good on that one. I don't know. I mean, that would look cool with like the rest of the fucking movie Batmans, but I don't know if I'm gonna run a pre-order that one. And then the BVS also 112 Superman. So yeah, for your fucking for your BVS fans out there, I think I'm good on that one. And then Absolute Universe Batman. I know that one's gonna be the hype. And that one probably people are gonna see what's up with the LPZZ and maybe this INART. The Red Death has been teased out a lot, and then the Joker from the Dark Knight. That I can't wait to see that painted up. So we'll see what's up with that. Don't play, Omar. You're paying attention to GTA 6. That's a myth, bro. That's never coming out. Shit, man. But yo, keeping it with DC, like I said, we got Absolute Universe Batman. So we saw that Joker, and then Steel, Reign of the Superman, and then the Devastator. So yeah, it looks like that Dark Knight's death metal shit, man. So we'll see more of this stuff coming out. And like I said, it looks like they're cooking. They're jumping between the DC stuff and this Black Myth Wukong game. So even though I'm not in for the Wukong stuff, I am kind of appreciating just their overall presentation and what they're offering. And shit looks pretty dope, you know. So we'll see what's up with that. But yo, keeping it with fucking DC. These guys ain't officially licensing it, but officially they're probably some of the doper DC figures out there, man. This Chaos line Beyond 6 inches from I believe Muff Toys is the ones kind of producing this, you know, third party ish. We got Jagger the War Leader, so fucking the mutant leader from that fucking Dark Knight comic. And I gotta say, dude, for being such a plain Jane figure, they are finding ways to pack this shit with a lot. Like, I was like, they are making this boring looking design not so boring, you know, and like that's pretty good. I gotta say, I when I first saw this release, I was like, God damn, like, why does this shit have so many different kind of head sculpts? Then I was like, oh, they're smart, dude. They're not making all the head sculpts. They got obviously some kind of magnet inside of the head sculpt, so you can get them different kind of mullets. Those fucking Cyclops shades and stuff look fucking awesome. Then you get the green head sculpt, so you get all the interchangeability with that. The more stoic, the screaming one. It's like 18 different display portraits. So that's fucking awesome, dude. Like I said, they're making such a boring looking character, not so boring of a figure, you know. You get all that interchangeability. It's like that's just fucking awesome, man. You know, and even for what it's worth, I know it's just pants, but soft goods on this look pretty good, you know. I'm still waiting on the fucking Batman. I actually just got my tracking from Empire Toy Shop. That's where I pre-ordered that shit. By the time I got around to pre-ordering, it was sold out most places. So I pre-ordered it there. I think it was like $100, and I was like, you know what? I've never pre-ordered anything from these guys. I was like, are these guys legit? I was like, I gotta see. I gotta wait and see, you know. And then I think I emailed them last month. I want to say like, hey, where the fuck is this at? And they're like, oh, we haven't gotten our stock yet. I was like, all right. They emailed me back, so I was like, all right, cool. And then yeah, just today I got that notification, so I will be getting that Batman, and that thing looks awesome. So to get this dude, yeah, I think I'm gonna hop on this shit. Like I haven't yet, but I don't think this is one I have to run right away to pre-order. That Superman was a fucking mission to get. That one was canceled from Bomb Busby too, but I got that one on 5K Toys when they got their stock. And around that time, I'm an idiot. I was like, oh, I gotta pre-order that Batman before it sells out. Like I didn't, like a stupid idiot that I am. But I'm glad I did lock it up somewhere. So I'm waiting on that. And then yeah, going back to this guy, yeah, I will eventually get him. I think I do got to get him because yeah, like I said, this Muff Toy stuff, you know, producing this Chaos line, it looks like another banger line, man. I'm still waiting on the other stuff that we saw at Wonder Festival 2024, though. I believe these guys also had like a slimmer body, and they were making like a Casey Jones also. That I ain't gonna lie, that shit look better than the fucking MEZCO. It was more stylized differently than Mirage Casey, but that shit look fucking tight, man. So I believe they had that, and then they have that Marv also, that Sin City third party Marv that to me also looks better than the MEZCO. So it's like, yeah, I feel like these guys mean business, man. Like these guys ain't fucking around. So I think this shit looking pretty dope. Fighting code names is what's this? Omar's Tuesday shilling? No, Tuesday crew, baby. Know how we fucking do. Reign of Superman is peak. Yeah, man. That shit is just like pure 90s and shit, man. It's like fuck you. You remember where you fucking were. You remember seeing comics at that time, man. I was still young as fuck, but I still remember some of that shit. It's like, oh, this motherfucker's dying, he's dead. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, you can't kill Superman. So that definitely was fucking big deal shit, you know. It's like, yeah, comics just don't get that type of hype anymore, man. Not even the absolute shit a lot of people like to shill for, especially this guy fighting codenames. McFarlane would make 20 different figures for every phase. Yeah, you know what? I was actually gonna bring that up. I was like, dude, I'm surprised Todd hasn't made this character yet. It's just something just so easy for him to do. And you're 100% right. He would definitely make multiple releases. I don't know about 20, but it would be an unreasonable amount to just give you a different head sculpt. It's like, yeah, dude. And that's why, I don't know. That's why sometimes it's like, yeah, just don't buy the domestic stuff. I'm kind of dumb. I don't know. Like some of the shit with the McFarlane stuff, I was like, I kind of do regret buying a lot of these, man. Like, not all of them, but like fuck, I'm like, damn, why did I buy this particular Batman or this different DC character? Like I said, right now I'm just in my display, I just have the Rogues Gallery and just the Bat Family, you know. I'm like, fuck. And I even had to backtrack some of that stuff. Like I backtracked on this you get him right here on this Nightwing, because I was like, fuck, I don't have a fucking Nightwing from McFarlane. And this was the best one, the Teen Titans joint. And I'm like, yo, man, I got to get them displayed out because I had the Damien, I had the fucking Red Hood. The Damien's fucking dope, man. Damien was under fucking rated, bro. Like Damien is sick as fuck, you know. That's like, man, it's like, dude, Todd killed it with some of these figures, you know. But man, some of his other shit was just super lacking that I kind of do wish I held off on. But some stuff was hitting, man. Some of this shit was hitting, and I'm surprised he hasn't put this character out or gone too deep in this Dark Knight line. Actually, I say that, and he did put out a whole wave, right? It became like a Build-A-Horse and shit. But yeah, I'm surprised he didn't do this guy. We're right here. This, like I said, this is that shit we should have all waited for, honestly, man. Between this, LPZZ, and INART, it's like, dude, I don't think there's gonna be meat on that bone for Mattel to pump out, especially since Todd still got this stranglehold over the DC stuff. I think that line is going all the way until 2027. I think it's gonna go all the way through end of 2026, according to him in a recent interview. And that's insane, man. That is fucking insane. 5K Schiller. I know, right? I wish I was a 5K shill. So that free shit. It's still real to me, damn it. Yeah, there you go. That Damien is a good figure. Yeah, the Damien was dope. The sword was fucking long as shit, but yeah, the figure itself was dope as fuck. And I like this shit better than the goddamn MEZCO. Can you believe that shit? It's like, yeah, even the head sculpt was pretty dope. Got the little hood on them and shit. So I don't know, man. Some stuff that Todd did was cool. Some stuff was nay so cool. So I think we gotta see where my boy Todd ends that line and stuff. How much more stuff he pumps out. And this might be a character he does, but I think I'm gonna be waiting for this Chaos line. Because that's a banger, man. But speaking of Todd, looks like fucking putting some of this DC Direct stuff still out. And this Batman the animated series line, god damn, bro, I wish I would have jumped on this shit too, man. I'm still looking for that goddamn Batwing at Ross. Like, fuck, somebody find that shit. I'll pay, man. I'll pay a little bit extra, but I don't want to pay that 150 on Target, man. It's still in stock at Target. I'm like, nah, I ain't paying that 150. You got me fucked up, man. I'm gonna wait for Ross, baby. But yo, putting out the Batcave set, and damn, dude, I remember looking at this shit on eBay, the old one, and being like, yeah, that's just way out of a price range, man. Like, people that want to backtrack on that line, good luck. So when he started putting this line out again, kind of retroing the releases, a lot of people wonder if the U's gonna do that Batcave and shit. And eventually, I think there was a leak that's saying that it was. And I remember thinking, like, man, how much is he gonna charge for this shit? Hopefully, it's in that like $100 price point. I won't mind buying it, you know, even if I'm not collecting the line overall. Just the diorama itself just looks so fucking cool. And like I said, this line is so dope, man. I wish I bought this shit. I am right now just happy with the Batmobile. If I could get that Batwing from Roscon, I'm all over it. This at $225, I said, holy fucking shit, man. Does it come with that goddamn dinosaur that he had in that motherfucker? Because that's outrageous, bro. I said, god damn it, bro. It gives you this Batman that's not even accurate to anything. I don't even remember if this is the Batman that came with the OG one, but this is just, I don't like that Batman for this. I'm like, nah, that shit looks like that 89 Batman costume in an animated series look. I'm like, nah, that shit ain't hitting it. But man, $225 for this. I said, god damn it, Todd. Why you gotta do it like that? Exclusive to his store. So I don't know if you got like a 10% off coupon, maybe, but it's not bringing it down enough, you know, because just looking at it like this, bare bones, it's like, oh man, come on. It's like, bro, like, dude, when you do retro releases, it's so you don't fuck the collector and they don't have to go eBay. It's like you're trying to hook these people up, right? This is just like, nah, instead of getting fucked on eBay, get fucked on my site. Man. And then you got the sticker sheet. It's fucking crazy because every time I see this shit like displayed or somebody has it, it's like nobody ever puts the fucking stickers on. You gotta put the stickers on, bro. Like, get some tweezers, get some little fucking, you know, something to help you put these decals on, but you gotta put that shit on, bro, because that shit just looks too plain without him. I'm like, that shit just looks dumb as fuck, you know. It's like you gotta put these shits on, but that shit is a bitch, man. It's like I hate doing that shit with the TMNT stuff that they're retroing out. Yeah, put the stickers on, but man, you guys too, bro. You guys too. That's how fucking supposed to look, you know. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna hold off on this. Like I said, if I can get this shit at Roscon or something, I'm all over it, man. At Roscon, it would probably be fucking $80. So, and even that I say is kind of high, but I don't know. I've not seen the aftermarket price on that shit in a long while. KJ Smith in the house says, "Yo, what's up, Peace? Yo, what's up, KJ?" Yeah, I haven't seen that shit in a long while, or even looked it up. McFarlane has all the Watchmen, Wildstorm, and Absolute still to do. Yeah, see, like I said, he's still got this whole next year to show off stuff. So I don't know, man. Like, he's kind of ending the year kind of slow as fuck. It's been real slow with Toy News. Like, not a lot of companies are taking advantage of this downtime. But I would probably show off like a new wave or something that we want to hit first quarter 2026, just to have shit ready, you know, just to keep the excitement going into that new year. But it's always kind of around this time of the year it gets slow. Dude, my local Ross is full of domestic terrorists. Fucking Rancho. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Roscon fucking goers, man. I always feel like they're collecting the best way. Welcome 10 every McFarlane order. Yeah, there you go. Welcome 10, baby. I still be trying to use that fucking those codes on Entertainment Earth. I'm like, man, these just don't even work anymore. It was like Toy Bro 10 and I think Fraternia 10. It's like, oh fuck, these motherfuckers don't even got no juice anymore. Man, look at this fucking box. You know what? When I saw the box size, I was like, damn, that is fucking huge, man. And yeah, that shit is actually pretty big, low key. Pause. But man, I don't know if it's 225 big, man. Shit. But between Batman and TMNT, I feel like that's something we're always talking about, man. And even fucking made up characters. We got this Violet and Crimson from this Rage Toys line. So there's not TMNT line. Samurai Force line. Looks like they're pumping out 2 chick turtles. And I gotta say, man, even though they're not like characters that I'm familiar with, even if they're real in canon or not, I think it's still cool to collect, man. You get the 2 female turtles and shit kind of going with the rest of the brothers. We're still waiting for Raph, but I think they put out a video also recently, kind of re-showing that video of that big ass general fucking Shogun looking turtle. Like, I can't wait for that one, man. I think that's the winter, right? That would be the winter. Um, that shit looks like a banger, but I guess just kind of scratch that itch because we haven't really seen much from this line since that. I think it was a Splinter that came out last. Him and Donnie, or it was a Michelangelo actually. Yeah, we ain't really seen too much on these guys, so kind of just yeah, keep it still out there, you know. I guess it kind of came out with these 2 turtles, and they go hand in hand. I feel like you got to get both to kind of really get that experience, you know. Because yeah, they look like they would definitely be tag team in a fucking match with somebody. They just look cool. Design wise, I like how they look. I remember when these turtles came out, when that Leonardo came out, I thought it was gonna be like the best TMNT line ever. But obviously, flash forward a couple of years, you got like Ling Jin Jun and fucking even these NECA turtles, man. I gotta crack these things open, but even NECA's killing it still for TMNT. So I'm excited to get into these, but yeah, you got Ling Jin Jun, then you got the Joy Toy stuff that people are digging a lot of. What else? It's the MEZCO stuff, fucking off the hook. Yeah, you got a lot of options for TMNT, obviously, but I feel like these guys still have some fucking some heat up their sleeve and stuff. So I do want to finish out that line. Kind of crazy that they've been so slow to pump them out. I think that Leonardo came out like 3 years ago. Must have been that because yeah, I think I remember getting that like at the end of 2022. I want to say. So it's been a while, and yeah, I thought we would have had the 4 brothers by now, but you know, you kind of throw in Splinter in between that. Also, I think he came out with Donnie. Now you got these 2, and obviously that last one they said is probably coming out next year sometime. Pre-order going up at least, so we gotta wait to see that. But yeah, this is a pretty cool set. I think on 5K Toys they're offering it as a bundle. So I don't know. You could buy just one or the other, but I think the combo, the violet and the crimson, I think that's the route I'm gonna go. Just because I don't know. You know, I would hate to kind of miss out on one particular one. You know. It's kind of like those fucking pandas. It's like yin and yang, baby. You got to get them both, man. Panda. But yeah, overall, I don't know, man. Like I said, when the line debuted, I definitely thought they were gonna be like the game changers for TMNT, and it's just like it kind of fizzled out in excitement just because of the wait times, but still cool line and just one that I want to finish out. And that Splinter, to me, that design of that Splinter is probably the best looking Splinter that I have. I like the classic Mirage one from NECA. I have that one kind of with my MEZCO, but I gotta wait to see if MEZCO puts out a Splinter too, man. Because that's another line that's been pretty stagnant. I mean, they got 2 Casey's out there. We haven't seen the pre-order for a Shredder go up yet, but I think that would be pretty soon. So I don't know. I'm 99% sure Articulated Ninja would bang these turtle ladies. Yeah, I mean, they the thickies, bro. We got the thickies. So yeah, I don't know. I'm copping them. Like I said, they got enough cool shit in there to kind of get some cool poses around and shit and the accessories. The only thing that definitely sours me on this line though is that fucking Leonardo. Since he was the first one, he looks like he's like the most like basic one. Even his size, he's like the shortest one. And it's like he came with like the least amount of shit. I think even the articulation is like a lot older because these are all pinless now. And he has pins, and it's like I kind of want them to kind of go back to the well on that one. I wouldn't even mind it. I was like, I'll have to double dip on Leo, but he doesn't look like he stands out with the rest of them. Like obviously he gives a fuck, but it's like, man, it's like been such a long wait time. It's like the articulation on these figures evolved, and it's like they're not even done with like a whole set of them. So that kind of annoys me, man. It's like if you guys were just making this shit third party, it's like why did you rush the goddamn Leo out there if you knew eventually you could have done pinless and all this added articulation and accessories? It's like you fucking idiots. Just give us another goddamn Leo. Sell that Leo. Is it going for a lot? If it's going for a lot, then yeah, I fucking will. I actually was kind of organizing some of my shit recently, and I was like, oh shit, here's the box for this motherfucker. I was like, I still got the box. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, And it reminded me of that. Like, oh, this shit's fucking older than the other ones because all the boxes even look different now. I'm like, fucking hell, dude. Like, I think even the name changed during that time too. It was like it was called something else. These guys were called Fury Toys. I remember that shit. 150, 200. Get the fuck out of here, bro. No way. I don't believe you, man. No fucking way. 150, 200. Shit, I might have to do that because I think they are going to put them out again, like updated. Like, that's going to happen. And it's going to piss a lot of people off. And they're going to do it after they put out that last RAF. They're going to do it after they put out that Shogun. It's going to happen. And that's where I'm going to make my move. That's where I win, baby. You ever see that Adam Sandler movie? What's that shit called? Where he's like, this is how I win. Yeah, that's how I win, man. Dude, I sold 2 of them. Fucking hell, no shit. Bro, I got to get on that, dude. Holy fuck. That's what I'm talking about. This is the kind of types of combos I like to hear. Make money, baby. Yeah, I'm doing that, man. Because, yeah, I'm not happy with that Leo now. But for 200, I will be. I'll take 200 in my bank account. Shit. But yo, it doesn't stop there, man. Looks like MEZCO coming with their fucking TMNT movie line tomorrow. I don't know why I'm pausing so much. Yeah, 12/3, man. It's like, oh shit, bro. These guys are relentless right now with the pre-orders, man. It's like, thank God this is not exclusive. Some of their stuff is exclusive, some of the stuff's not. I think this is one that people want to digest slowly because something about these, ever since we saw them at SDCC, New York Comic Con as well, is getting pointed out as the fucking head sculpts, man. They kind of look a little scary, not in a good way. You know, it's like they just look off. Something about them, the size of the heads look off, the eyes kind of look off, but the reason I think I am going to go in for these is because I think just overall, what they're going to get packed in with is just going to be way more than the NECA stuff, obviously. Well worth the price. And articulation-wise, I love the NECAs. I love the way they look. The aesthetic on them, the sculpt is beautiful. They look like they're shrunken down movie versions, man. But, dude, I'm always scared to pose them out. If I even am able to pose them out, it's like, fuck that. I've never even wanted to attempt to pose them out. Just knowing their old QC issues, it was always a fear of me to break one of them. So I never really messed with them too much. And it's like, I kind of want to fucking pose shit out sometimes, you know, especially those turtles. And it's like, damn, you never really get to. And in this movie, they do got some fight scenes, man. They do get kind of crazy with it, man. It's like, you want to be able to move your shit, but this is as much as they're going to go. And I feel like this MEZCO set is just going to offer that, man. They're going to have way better articulation. The accessories are going to be just off the hook. And shit, I'm for it, man. I think they're even gonna do a movie shredder, which fuck, I'd be all over that. I've always liked the design of shredder and that. It's like, hey, especially when they're fucking fighting him on the roof and shit. This guy knows where Splinter is. It's like, fuck, that fool was just so cold when he shows up and he fucking whoops all their asses so easy. It's like, fuck yeah, dude. I can't wait for that shit. So this is it's probably gonna be a set I caught, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think also when these come out in hand, I feel like I said, you're gonna see fucking the pro photographers taking pictures of them, and you're gonna be like, fuck, these actually look pretty damn good. And it might be too late to pre-order them, man, because as we know, the TMNT shit goes fast, bro. It's like one of the most hardcore fan bases. I think probably the most hardcore, man. It's like you get the TMNT collectors, you get the G.I. Joe collectors. Transformers collectors are pretty hardcore. Wrestling figure collectors are pretty hardcore. This is like you're mixing in 2 pretty hardcore fan bases as well. Because the MEZCO shills, yeah, they're pretty hardcore with it, man. So it's like shit, bro. And then this movie, talk about one of the best movies of all time. It's like it's so fucking good. Like I never want to hear about like translating animation to live action not being fucking good for a movie. These guys proved that it's the greatest thing ever for a movie, you know? But it's just like, damn, man, like can we do cool shit like this again? Like I'm afraid anytime they like want to remake a movie now, I'm like, oh, they're gonna fuck this up. They're gonna find a way to ruin this. But the whole vibe to that movie, the aesthetic to it, the overall look to it was just so gritty. I remember just watching that as a kid, like over and over. Like, damn, that shit is just. I believe these motherfuckers were real, man. I remember for a point in time, we would like go out in the neighborhood and walk. Like my parents would kind of go around the neighborhood and walk sometimes. Me and my brother would go like our skateboard, our bikes, or whatever. I remember I was like, must have been like, I must have been like 4 years old. I remember walking up to like sewers and trying to look in there, see if these motherfuckers were down there. Cause it was just such a dope ass movie, man. It's like created such a fan base like in the 90s that obviously carried over from the 80s also. And I don't know, man, it's just it's spawned a lot of collectors for just this particular IP that's flash forward, it's still going. So I think for that, I think I'm gonna get this set. Like I said, it holds a particular place in my heart, this particular movie. So I think for that, the sentimental value there, I think I gotta go in for it. No homo. And yeah, bro, Mesco Kevin Nash Shredder. Yeah, dude, from that second movie, it's like what a fucking dope thing that this motherfucker was a shredder, huh? It's like that's sick. And knowing him, it's like he probably has some of that memorabilia in his house. Like he probably has like his helmet or something in there. That'd be sick. I know I would have that shit. Mesco taking my money, DBZ Cell. Ooh, wait. Dragon Ball Z Cell, did that shit just get shut off? Don't tell me that, bro. Another turtle line? Yeah, I know, man. Like I said, it's not a toy show. We don't talk TMNT figures, bro. It's like, it's gonna happen. So Turtles in Time is objectively better. Yeah, man. Also, that video game, huh? Fucking hell, dude. That video game too, bro, was like fucking awesome, man. Oh, fucking awesome, bro. Still remember blowing on that cartridge. It's like, gotta turn this shit on, baby. Dude, man. What a great time, man. The 90s. Fuck. I know people that grew up in the 80s say the 80s, but man, for me, the 90s always gonna be the best for me, man. But yo, keeping it with Mesco, also wanted to talk about this the leader. And bro, man, when I saw this shit, I was like, damn it, I do need this motherfucker. I feel like that Marvel Legends is just so ass and so outdated that I'm like, fuck, man, this would definitely be the best update. But man, like I said, it's that fucking superhero costume aesthetic on a Mesco that I can't do it, man. Some of that shit just looks too pajama like, and I I feel like this. It's like that harness and that belt is just not enough, But I look at the presentation, the release itself. It's like it's pretty cool, man. And one thing I always liked about this motherfucker as a Hulk villain is just like what a perfect villain for Hulk, man. He has such a punchable fucking face that, yeah, Hulk will want to punch this motherfucker right square in his fucking jaw, bro, and smash it. And yeah, like I said, man, I said it, I believe 2-3 weeks ago when I talked about that Hulk. I think this is gonna be the best 112 action figure Hulk, man, out there. Honestly, to be quite honest, I think it's gonna be better than the 6-inch plus stuff. So to get the leader to kind of go with him, I'm like, man, that might not be a bad idea, I was thinking all this right before I saw the price on this motherfucker, because $114, it's like, man, Mesco, you got me all the way fucked up. You don't got me a little fucked up. You got me all the way fucked up, man. That is outrageous, bro. This is one where I'm like, okay, the accessories will make up for it, right? It's like, well, you get the figure, but you get all these accessories. Bruh, this shit only comes with this. It's like, Mesco, go fuck yourself, dude. Like, for reals. This is a $90 release all day. Like, I know we're in tariff land and all this other crap and all this nonsense. It's like, I don't believe it, bro. This is not $115 worth of figure, especially from your site. Like, go fuck yourself for that $25 shipping. It's like, imagine paying $150 for this. It's like, you're not a shill. You're just retarded. Like, seriously, I'm calling it right there, man. So I don't know. I definitely wanted an update for this for my Marvel Legends shelf, but it's like, this is not even one of my favorite Marvel villains. So it's like, do I need an update? Not really. If they do one, then yeah, I'll cop it. But I think I'm good with just getting, something for $30 tops for this type of character. But to say it's a bad release, I would just be completely lying. It does look cool, and I think at a $90 price point, something more friendly. I think maybe I would have got it. I'm not gonna lie, it's a fair upgrade. I mean, so yeah, like I said, to kind of mix it and match it with the Hulk and stuff, that would be cool as fuck, But I just feel like they got me fucked up for that. 115 is crazy. 90s were the best. Shout out to Tyler and L in the house. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah. No debate. Debate over. I hope MEZCO does a Conan next year. Fucking hell. Oh man, that's another character, right? We're getting too much of that shit. But yo, speaking of MEZCO, keeping it with MEZCO, I mean, we get the Doc Nocturnal Holiday Edition. Nocturnal Holiday Edition. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Say that fast. And yeah, bro, it looks like they're getting more reuse out of this Doc Nocturnal, man. This time, not only him, but that Yeti release. Looks like they're reusing that body and that figure and that furry and that fur, kind of repainting that, giving it a new head sculpt. So we get this Krampus. So I don't know, man. I talked my shit about that fucking Arctic fucking Doc Nocturnal, and I even talked shit about this one. I said this just looks too goofy and gay, and not in a good way. There is a good way, but I don't know, man. It's Christmas. I feel like this is actually better than the Arctic one, man. I actually do like this better than the Arctic one. And as I was getting the slides today, I said, man, is there gonna be a funner figure than this set right here for this time of the year? You know, there is some good fucking Christmas theme figures out there, but this is just gonna look dope as fuck, you know, like a Doc Nocturnal Santa. You know, maybe you tag team him up with Santa, you know, maybe he's boning Mrs. Claus. I don't know. It's just fun, you know, and I don't know. It just, to me, it looked better than the Arctic set, but I don't know. At $200, I still stayed away. But I know people are gonna have a blast with this shit, especially around this time of the year. It's just that fucking holiday fucking vibe, man. You know, it's the festivities, baby. We're in full effect. So yeah, if I had the opportunity to probably order this and they would arrive before Christmas, then I think I would get it. And I didn't actually look at that. Is it in stock to ship out soon? I would imagine. I mean, I would hope so, but I don't know. Is that shipping out soon? Because I mean, it's just a retool on the Doc Knock, and that fucking Krampus doesn't look like it's too hard to put together. But if this shit arrives in February, it's like, go fuck yourself. You're gonna have to wait all the way till Christmas next year to really have a blast with this. It's like, nah, that sucks ass. So I hope this ships out before Christmas, but that's a mission, dude. That is a mission to be shipping out anything around this time of year. It's just like I don't know. That's, like I said, that's a tall task right there. Let me actually check that out, because I was wondering that as I was getting the slides, and I remember telling myself I was gonna go check, but did not. And sorry, you joined waitlist. Damn, this shit sold out. Doesn't even say when it ships. I'll have to check on Toy Page for that. My man's always got the info. So, oh yeah, ships in time for Christmas, dude. That's awesome. And you know what? I think if I would have been on top of this shit, I think I might have ordered this shit, man. You know, it's like I said, around this time of the year, you get the most fun out of that shit, and it is awesome that they ship it out for Christmas. That's one thing that I always credited also for Four Horsemen when they did the Figura Obscura like Christmas ones. That I think are in stock right now. I think they're all in stock on Store Horsemen, so that's pretty cool to give people opportunity to get those. You know, doing like a double dip on those editions and stuff. Yeah, this looks pretty cool, man. Just for this time of the year, I think I would have jumped on it. And this is coming from a guy that called that last one completely gay. This is just a repaint, maybe even gayer. It's like he's having a gay old time, but it's that time of the year. It's just that time of the year to just let loose and be gay, everybody. So come on over, baby. We're being gay. Krampus repaint. Yeah, like I said, man, it does the job though, man. I'm not gonna lie, you know, it does the fucking job. I actually like this. I would have got the Krampus. I don't need Christmas cheer Doc Knock. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I think the Doc Knock, the thing I like was the potential to interchange that head sculpt with like the other Doc Knock. Kind of, you know, get like a more of a white skull and all this other stuff, but I don't know. He has that shit too, and I don't know. You can kind of interchange some of the accessories and stuff, but I don't know. It just works. I feel like this one just works. He's got that holiday cheer, baby. Where the last one, I just felt like he's wearing a fucking girl's outfit. This just looks like he's like a pimped out Santa Claus, you know. So yeah, and even the Krampus too. I feel like it's better than the Yeti to me. And the Yeti, I actually did like the design, but this just looks funner because of the black fur. You know, you don't have to be so delicate with it. Where the other one, I wouldn't care if it got dirty, but it just looked too pristine, too clean. It's like, why does this shit look so clean? It should have had some blood splatter on that fur, you know? But yeah, look at the tongue on this motherfucker. Hey yo. Hey yo, look at the tongue on this guy. Nah, I definitely know I missed out. Holy shit. Pretty cool though. For $200, I feel like that's a good release, man. That's a damn good release. And it's like, I think the other reason that I was like, man, I wish I did get this shit is because I did get the other holiday, like fucking the Gomez. What's the other one that they put out? They put out the holiday Gomez, and then they did the cousin Eddie, that calendar that I have too, also. So it's like, this would have been cool to get along with those, man. You know, it's like, god damn it. Should I join the waitlist? I think that waitlist converts, honestly. I honestly think it does. Like, I think that's a FOMO generator when they put that thing out, because that shit just says join waitlist. I would get nervous though if it converts like, you know, a week before Christmas, because it's like, yeah, you're not getting this shit before the new year, before the year's end, bro. So it's like, you missed out, you missed the boat. So that's the only reason. So it's like, yeah, if you're gonna join the waitlist, I would imagine you have to do it within a week's time to really kind of get the full fun on this motherfucker. But yeah, I think I missed the boat on that one, man. But cool nonetheless. If there's another opportunity to get this shit, maybe closer next Christmas, then probably jump on it then. But I don't know. This thing is hideous. This guy hates Christmas. Confirmed. This guy's fucking hates Christmas, bro. I'll buy Krampus off of you. You keep Christmas cheer knock. I don't know, man. I mean, do we get it before? I mean, dude, if I don't get this shit before Christmas, it's like I'm gonna have this Santa Claus looking ass knock in February. It's like, oh fuck off. Like I'll look like a complete idiot then, man. And I don't know. I don't even like looking like half an idiot. So I don't know. I think I'm not gonna pre-order it though. But if I did, I'll probably do that. I'll probably do that shit. Be weird. Not paying extra for the gay shit. Hey, you hate Christmas too. You're like this guy, bro. You guys are getting the bag of coal this year, man. One thing you're not getting, unless you were on this fucking site right away, because next up we got Senor Blanco, White Skull Agent, and it's like clockwork, man. I know this thing is gonna go up a day in advance, so I say, all right, I'm not gonna miss it, Omar. Do I need to set an alarm? Nah, I'll remember. I'm not an idiot. Fuck, man. I check my goddamn time. It's like 10:25, and I'm like, I missed it. I fucking missed this shit, man. Ah, damn it, bro. I go on site. Can't even click on the fucking link. The link takes you to that old fucking image that said 31 days from now, this shit's going live. And I was like, wait, is it going live again on New Year's Day? I was like, nah, this shit's old. This is the old one. I was like, fuck, man. And yep, sure as shit, this fucking MEZCO exclusive Senior Blanco sold out. And you know it would be. You knew it would be selling out fast because, yeah, like a day in advance, you see all the influencers, all the photographers, great photography, by the way, selling the fuck out of this thing. You want this shit. As simple as it looks, there's something about the simplicity of some of these like Rumble Society characters. It just looks so dope that it's just that aesthetic that MEZCO pumps out for their in-house line that just really sells the fuck out of it, man. It just packs that cool factor in, you know? And yeah, I don't know. It's just something that I knew it was gonna have that hype. It's definitely got that hype attached to it. But I don't know, it's one that I was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind adding this to my Rumble Society. This shit looks pretty dope. But just knowing the hype around that, I knew it was gonna sell out fast. And that's kind of why I was like, oh, remember, I'm not a fucking dumbass. It's gonna be so hyped up tomorrow. And yeah, I just completely forgot. So shit the bed on that one. But just getting to take a look at the figure itself, it's like, yeah, it's not like the greatest thing I've ever seen, but it is cool as fuck, you know. And since it's got so much hype, it's like I did wander off to eBay to look at the fucking aftermarket price, and yeah, you ain't finding this shit for less than $250. So unless you want to pay that, I say I'm happy just missing out. Because yeah, $250 for this is just it's a little bit outrageous. Those people deserve a slap in the face. But I get it, man. I get it, bro. That's the game, you know. That's the game we play. And you know, when they have such a hype release, you know the scalpers are gonna be eating good, you know. So no hate on them. Actually, yes, hate on them. I hate your fucking guts, man. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, like I said, it was gonna sell out fast. But yeah, just looking through it, it's not like it's kind of plain, but it's definitely cool. Like I definitely like his like coat, his like fucking fedora hat and shit. It looks pretty dope. Some of the accessories look pretty cool, like kind of interesting and stuff, like a camera. Can't remember the last MEZCO release kind of came with that, but even if you have like maybe the Spider-Man, maybe you have like a Peter Parker or something, you give that to. His chain kind of looks interesting and stuff, and then that portal effect, man, I saw a lot of people. I think it was Jason B. Michael, just the way he lit it up, it definitely looks like a fucking portal and shit, So that was fucking cool as fuck, and yeah, it just obviously that infamous White Skull agent, that first release. I remember those days for MEZCO drops. It was like a war zone, bro, like a battle zone. It's like you're going in and you don't know if you're coming out alive. That's that was just a guarantee, man. And yeah, I remember missing the train on that one. Just fucking glitchy ass website. It was like fucking torture just trying to be on that thing. And yeah, just fast forward a few years later, and like what was it, like 6 years later, coming back with another release for this character. It's like, yeah, this thing was gonna sell out fast. So anyone in the chat, lock this thing up, because yeah, this shit just looks dope, man. Like I said, it's simple but effective, man. It's like the way they kind of present these like Rumble Society characters. It's just like something simple but zany enough to make it fun and shit. And then yeah, it's just, I don't know, just the whole aesthetic that they got going on for their MEZCO shit is always just looks cool as fuck, And I think that's what adds to the allure and the hype and shit. It's just like you don't really see this shit in a lot of action figures and stuff. Like some of the accessories that they pack into it, just the look overall, like it shit just looks dope as fuck. So anyone in the chat, jump on this fucking thing, because yeah, I miss my shit. I miss my opportunity. That weird alien looking head with Blanco looks nice. Yeah, like I said, that's what made it interesting, huh? It's like, damn, this motherfucker is like from another dimension and all this other crazy shit. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I think I would display with that alien head a lot, because that's just so, it's a simple thing to do, huh? Just make an alien head and put it on a soft goods body and shit. It's like, what the fuck? You could probably do that now with like one of those fucking Cosmic Legions heads, but yeah, this shit just kept it official. Missed out crew. So yeah, that's definitely me. He's got the finger pointed right at me. So definitely me, man. I gotta get around to putting those fucking alarms on my phone, man. I'm fucking dumb. Because yeah, I missed the boat on this one. B Rivera got it. Yeah, I know B got it, because yeah, this motherfucker getting all that shit, and I'm hating on you, B. I want this shit. Oh man, B, we were saying I passed. I was only into that one head sculpt in the portal, so the value just wasn't there for me. Yeah, that's fair. Cause yeah, like I said, once I missed out, it's like, all right, yeah. I just wanted, like, just out of curiosity. I was like, obviously, I'm not gonna buy it on eBay. But yeah, 250. I'm like, yeah, this is probably one that's gonna like retain that value, probably go up, probably tip off at that $300 price point. I'm probably sure this thing's gonna reach like $400, man. There's gonna be dumbasses to pay that, but yeah, I think at 125 around there, I wouldn't mind paying. Still kind of high for what you're getting, but like these guys got to do it, man. Because yeah, there's gonna be motherfuckers that are hyping this shit up all the fucking time. Kung Fu Gomez was teased in the same comic. Oh, okay, so you got more shit coming out. I didn't take a look at the comic, but I'm gonna be on the lookout for this review when it comes out. I don't know if the Amazing had one up already. I was been off on the socials yesterday and today. I was just kind of getting some slides for the show, so I must have missed a review on if there is one. But yeah, I'm gonna be on the lookout for their review of this shit just to see what's up with like more future releases and stuff. But pretty cool drop from them. And yeah, anybody got an extra one, you know who to send it to. But from one Skelly boy to the next, moving on to the Mondo Masters of the Universe 2000X Skeletor. And bro, I gotta say, man, I was so hyped for this fucking line. Talk about hype. I was so excited for this line to debut, and it's just like, I think once they reveal them all at SDCC, it's like, okay, these are the first four figures on the line. And like I said, I begrudgingly pre-ordered that He-Man. I was like, like I wanted that extra head sculpt, so I got the limited edition, but I was like, you know what? For future releases, if they go on on BBTS, I'm just getting them there. I don't want to pay up my money up front and we'll have to wait. And I don't know, something about the hype on this just kind of died off for me, man. I think honestly because I'm pretty happy with like my Masters of the Universe collection that I have already from Mattel. It's like these are only $25, bro, and it's like to pay $115 for, yeah, I mean, you're getting a wired cape, you're getting like a more premium release, but something with these guys still, it's like I don't know if they're tried and true, like tested in collectors' hands and stuff. Like I'm still iffy on like the quality on some of their stuff, like any kind of QC issues and stuff. And I don't know, it's just like I don't know if it's kind of enough to warrant that price point, man. 115 plus a tariff surcharge plus shipping plus tax. It's like, bro, I'm talking $160 for this thing, and it's like, ah, man, I don't know, dude. It's like I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know if I want that much MOTU in my collection because I have the Masters of the Universe, like Masterverse stuff. I have a lot of the Origin stuff, and it's just like to pack in another line that's like this design from Skeletor. It looks different, but it doesn't look that much more different than like what I really want a classic Skeletor to look like, you know? So it's like, am I talking myself out of this line? Like I did say when I got the He-Man, I was gonna get the Skeletor, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna stick to that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how far I'm gonna go in this shit. We've only seen 3 figures yet. I think the Man at Arms probably gonna get revealed next week, maybe a week after that, maybe after this window closes. But I don't know. It's just like when this shit was getting teased out, I said I was gonna be all in, and now that I'm seeing them, I'm like, fuck, bro, that shit is just it is very expensive, you know. It's like, damn, I remember thinking, I was like, $100, you know, you pay that for a fucking White Skull agent or a fucking Santa Claus looking Doc Nog. It's like, no big deal. But like I said, if I already have a particular character and I'm like pretty content with it, it's like, do I need to overpay for something that's slightly better? Maybe a lot better. I don't know, but I just know the look for Skeletor. It's like this looks like 2000X, you know. It's like I like more of the classic design. So I don't know. If you got He-Man, you need this. Yeah, that's how I'm justifying this shit. But like to say that I'm gonna get that Clawful or the Man at Arms, like I don't think I am, you know, because the Clawful was more, and then the Man at Arms, that design for Man at Arms was like he had that fucking cannon, those big ass shoulder pauldrons. It's like, you know, that one's gonna be more expensive too. And it's like, and that's only 4 figures, bro. Like, man, when they do Trapjaw or Beast Man, it's like, bro, those are gonna be like $200 releases. The Beast Man is probably gonna be like $200. Like, am I willing to pay all that? I don't know, man. I'm a brokey boy. I don't got money for this shit. It's like fucking hell. Why can't this shit be more affordable, man? Bro, if these were $60, I don't even be bitching. I would be like all in on this shit. But when it's $160, then I'm like, yo, hold the fuck up, bro. This shit better be quintessential Skeletor. I better never need another Skeletor ever fucking again. And I don't know if it's doing that. It's like this I like. You see, you got the cape flowing. It's like, okay. But I can easily do that with like my fucking Mattel Skeletor. I can just put a third-party cape on it. No big deal. He doesn't even have a fucking cape. It's just like I don't fucking need one. But you know, the Havoc staff looks cool. But $160 is cool? I don't fucking know, bro. So I don't know. The base is dope. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Yeah, the base is pretty cool. But see, this one is one where I'm like, you know what? I don't fucking think I need the exclusive, but that Havoc staff that's flamed the fuck up, like, that's fucking awesome. Like, I would definitely want that. Like, that looks fucking cool, you know? Like, that looks fucking cool, especially when it was like a showcase shot. Like, look how sick that looks. That looks intense. But like I said, I'm like, man, I didn't even go onto the site to look at this shit in my cart yet. I was like, man, this is getting too crazy, bro. Like paying close to fucking over $300 for just these 2 figures, just these 2. I'm already over $300 in on this line. That's for 2 figures. That's insane, bro. Like that's not good, bro. So I don't fucking know, man. I don't know how deep I'm gonna be in on this line, but like Codename said, I think I'm just locked in, obviously for the Skeletor, but think I think I might be taking a step back on this shit, man. Like I said, I know when they do the Tila, I'm gonna be like, oh, she's gonna look so good. Like I said, Trap Jaw and all these other characters, I'm gonna be like, damn, bro. I'm gonna regret not getting them, but I don't know, man. I wish they would have made it more affordable, dude. I find it crazy, and I find it quite grimy, honestly, to be quite honest, because it's like that Ghostbusters line. It's like, man, I didn't think they were gonna do the same thing there. I didn't think they were gonna be worse with this line, but man, if they would have been $99, it's like, okay, I can process that better, It's like it's that marketing, baby. It's 99, it's not 100. But when you're just flat out saying 115, my head is just calculating 150. And it's more than that. Like, what the fuck? It's like, nah, bro. That's not right. It ain't right. So I don't know. It's like, see, I haven't even talked about the figure that much. This is like I can't even look past this goddamn price. It's not good. It's not good at all, And then it's just like, imagine you get this in hand and it feels like complete shit. Oh man, how stupid are you gonna feel? I know I'm gonna feel like a complete fucking idiot, and I'm never gonna stop bashing Mondo. But I knock on wood. I hope these things are fucking awesome. They feel premium as hell, but it's yet to be determined. Buy it. Yeah, good advice. Just buy it, bro. Yeah, I think I'm in. I'm definitely in for this guy, but like I said, something about it is just it's not quite going down right, Hey, yo, pause. I'm not just swallowing this thing. Pause. This nice bone. But yo, speaking of bone, looks like Ramen Toys, man, doing the Lord's work when it comes to this Masterverse stuff, because looks like they're putting out a third-party Battle Bones and fully articulated. I believe we saw this first prototyped out at the last PowerCon that happened, which was about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I want to say, maybe 3. That was a minute ago. Yeah, I remember he had this shit in his booth along with like a third-party Skeletor and He-Man. Apparently he was gonna do like a third-party Masters of the Universe line, which I would have put out there that you're doing it, bro, because you be putting yourself out there like you're officially licensing these fucking things, and you're fucking not. So apparently around the Facebook right now is this image kind of floating around that Ramen Toy is gonna produce this, and depending on the price, I think I'll cop that shit. This shit just looks gnarly as fuck, and just look based off of this Masterverse vintage collection Skeletor on it. It's not gonna be cheap. This thing is humongous. And this is just like a carrying case for your vintage figures. It was always kind of up to the imagination if it was a good guy or a bad guy's fucking mounts or anything, but it was kind of more neutral in some of the comics. It was helping Skeletor out using his Havoc staff. He kind of controlled it, and it kind of snapped out of it and kind of started helping some of the heroic warriors. So it's just kind of cool lore wise to kind of have something like this in your MOTU collection and stuff. You can kind of put them as a mount for your figures, good or bad guys. And yeah, as a carrying case, it's pretty cool. They all kind of just mounted up on his rib cage and stuff. Where right here, I don't know how Ace is gonna do it, but yeah, I don't know. Depending on the price, if this thing is under $200, I'll probably cop this shit. It just looks cool, something for that MOTU display. But since it's so fucking large, it's like, damn, that's gonna take up a lot of real estate on the shelf somewhere. So unless I'm gonna mount the figures on this motherfucker, which I don't know if I am, I have to wait and see on that. But yeah, to say it's not cool, it's not something I want, I'd be lying. So see what's up with that. But yeah, it's cool artwork too on this shit, man. That vintage artwork that they had all the time is always off the hook. So I always do appreciate looking at that stuff. And then, keeping it with MOTU, looks like Club Grayskull Mattel Creations, a new drop coming soon. So we got little teaser images. Looks like another member of the Horde drag store. And yeah, I'm down for this. More of that fucking retro vintage line. need another member of the Horde. So got Hordax fucking Speedster. Some of the comic series, I guess, yeah, he was like some kind of attorney, and it was captured by a Hordak, and like a lot of his other members of the Horde, he was experimented on, turned into a fucking cyborg that has a wheel on his on his chest and shit, on his abdomen. And yeah, I don't know if they're gonna have this play feature where you can kind of pull this motherfucker and he just runs across the room, but that'd be fucking cool, which I don't think they are gonna do because they're fucking pussies at Mattel and don't want to make toys, but want to charge a fucking arm and a leg for them. So yeah, if I gotta pay, I don't know. I am a Club Grayscope member, but hopefully this thing doesn't cost over fucking $20, but it just might. And I don't know. I'm still locked in on a lot of these Origins figures that are definitely retroing the vintage ones out, so might get it. And then jumping over to the Four Horsemen, looks like their Figura Obscura drop from this past week went up. Went and came and went, bro. This thing also sold out. Where when I was getting the slides today, I was like, you know what? This thing actually looks fucking cool as fuck, bro. I was like, damn. When I first saw it, I was at work and I was like, I just kind of bookmarked it. I was like, I'll take a look at this later. I just never got around to it, but man, it looks pretty fucking dope. I know there was some talk about like maybe not looking closer to the Mouse King as certain versions in people's head, but kind of read up on their site about it. They kind of wanted to give you a little bit of different iterations across different media that they've had this motherfucker in. So they got this head sculpt with all these extra heads on it that I honestly thought was cool as fuck, bro. I was like, damn, that just looks gnarly as hell, bro. Like, you show this to somebody, you're gonna scare the fuck out of them, dude. Honestly, like shit, like goddamn, bro. Like this shit just looks gnarly, dude. I was like, yeah, that looks terrifying, man. Then you got kind of a more classic looking Mouse King, and I don't know. This shit just to me still looks cool, but I would definitely display it a lot more with all these fucking crazy heads on it. That just looks insanely cool. I would display it like that, or I would display it without any of its fucking like armor or anything, because just this fucking anthropomorphic rat, like this shit looks crazy, bro. You could definitely make like a fucking a custom Splinter, like an homage Splinter figure out of this shit. Yeah, this looks crazy. When I saw this, I was like, damn, man, I missed out on this motherfucker. This shit actually looks dope. I would have definitely bought it just to display them like this. I wouldn't want to display it any other way unless I'm gonna display them like this with all these heads. Because that just looks like something you don't really see on an action figure. You know, it's like maybe it's not gonna be standing upright the easiest. It's gonna have some balance issues and stuff possibly. Because along with that, I mean, it does have like really long feet and shit. So his feet are pretty big, kind of keep him upright. But even that joint, like in that ankle, I'm nervous about that. The joint right below the knee, I'm definitely nervous about that. It kind of gives him the hind legs. I'm extremely nervous about anything Four Horsemen when I see that type of articulation, because it's like, you know, this shit's top heavy and you know their shit gets pretty loose. So it's like I could definitely see this thing fucking flopping forward a lot, you know, and over time I just get annoyed by that, you know. So fuck all that. But just design wise, I'm like, not bad, you know. I thought a lot of people were gonna be really digging this shit, but I saw some chatter not too many people were. So I don't know. $70 rat, get the fuck out of here. Fight code names. Yeah, dude, $70 is kind of steep, but you know what, man? I mean, they had to tool some of this stuff up, you know, and even the soft goods too looks great, man. You know, Cave looks interesting, and I don't know, are they gonna do a Nutcracker? I don't know if they are. I don't know how that would look. But yeah, you got the soft goods cape, you know, the armor and stuff around his waist and all that stuff looks pretty cool. Got the nice staff. I don't know if it's $70 worth, but yeah, 60 probably would have been a lot nicer of a feeling, right? I mean, I don't think anybody would argue there. Beware saying this Mouse King caught me off guard because I never saw the Nutcracker and thought, damn, I need these figs. Yeah, it's like this shit, like I said, it definitely stands out, right? Like, damn, when you first see this, I was like, holy shit. I think when I looked at my phone, when I glanced at my phone and I saw this picture and I was like, whoa, what the fuck is that? I was like, yo, that shit just looks scary as shit, you know? Like, this is some shit you see in a fucking nightmare, bro. So I'm like, yeah, this looks This looks pretty dope, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. When I was getting those slides today, I was like, damn, let me look at the this is in stock still. This and the Doc Knock. And I was like, damn, both sold out. I was like, there you go. That's a good feeling though for a company to kind of sell out other stock. I'm pretty sure you'll get another opportunity at this, like they always kind of do with their Figura Obscura drops. They'll have like a warehouse finds and all this shit or whatever. Sometimes I even think that's bullshit that they sell out. I think that the window just closes on purpose. But yeah, I'll probably get another opportunity at this. I might have to take a real good look at it because yeah, it just looks something different, you know, something I could fit in my collection. Like I said, I can, could fudge this into like a TMNT display in the background or something. It's like young Splinter, baby, when he's all yoked up. When he's getting them hoes. He's all fucking hoes, man, before he became a dad. So yeah, this is pretty cool, man. Not gonna lie, man. For $70 though, yeah, I'll definitely take another look at it, man. Mouse King and the boxes on the Figura Obscura line are pretty nice too. The presentation overall is dope, and I'm sure these guys like MEZCO are gonna do their best to get this shipped out before Christmas, and that's something that that I can vouch for. They definitely do that shit, man. So shout out to them. But then jumping over to some stuff on 5K Toys, you got this Rage Z Boys from D1 Studio. And man, talk about the hype, man. These guys get it, man. After that Black Horn figure, I believe that thing goes for like over $200 on eBay right now. It was something that definitely a lot of people put on their radar for something they wanted to put in their collection, just because the aesthetic of this character, man, something different, but it just has like this attitude about them. Speaking of the Black Horn and speaking of this, it just has like a certain attitude about them that is just something different that we don't get too often, you know. A lot of the times we're getting like certain warrior types or superhero types or even like anthropomorphic or monsters where you get something that's just it kind of reminds you of kind of like a the same thing that I remember thinking when Vapor came out for the Rumble Society from MEZCO. It's like this is just something different, but it just has like that rugged, aggressive look to him. And I liked it for the Vapor, where this one I was like, since I didn't know about this company, I was like, I didn't run a pre-order that Blackhorn. I was like, I'll wait to see it in hand. I'll wait to see reviews on it and stuff and see what's up. And then I just never got around to pre-ordering it and eventually sold out. I think it goes, like I said, I think it goes for over $200 now. So to get another opportunity or another couple of releases would be probably a smart move, if you want to, dabble in this line or collection, because I honestly don't know if this company does other stuff. I think they do, or they are going to do like 1/6 figures. I think we saw that at Wonder Festival. But just to kind of continue this, I don't know if it's Rage Z Boys, or I don't know if that's the name of this one. But just this line of characters would be kind of cool. And there's, I guess, two versions. So there's this deluxe version, and then there's the standard version where I remember seeing this. I thought the deluxe was just had extra head sculpts, but to me, it looks like two completely different figures, man. So I would imagine a lot of people are gonna get both, but that's pushing this set to over $200. So that's kind of high, but you are getting a lot, So you get this body for just the standard, and then this deluxe comes with an extra body, obviously, and then the extra head sculpt. So you could probably even get some extra soft goods, and then you'll have three figures, So that's pretty cool for that $200 price point. And obviously you can kind of interchange accessories and stuff. Maybe even with the Black Horn, you can kind of mix and match stuff to kind of create and customize and stuff. So that is cool. And then the other thing that I really like about these guys is just like the presentation they bring, the photography they bring is just something different, I even said that at their booth at Wonder Festival. It's like they had like a certain aesthetic about them that I know they kind of created for themselves, and it's cool. I dig that shit a lot. They could just kind of, be in your own lane, create your own shit. You don't have to just rip off fucking Batmans and fucking Spider-Mans and all this shit, Invincible characters. You can create your own stuff, and you're going to have a market for it. Like I said, this is something that's just, it kind of reminds you of like the Gorillaz designs from those music videos and shit. But yeah, it hit home for a lot of people, man. A lot of people really dug this shit. So like I said, it's just original designs that you're going to have a market for. If it looks cool and articulates well, moves well and stuff, I think people will give it an opportunity and stuff. And I think it's smart for a company like this to do this and not, yeah, let's just make a fucking third party fucking Batman, but we're gonna put soft goods on it, guys, and all this other shit. You know, that's cool too, but it's getting tired to see that shit over and over, you know. Even though a lot of people still pre-order them, it's not as satisfying sometimes to pre-order that shit. Well, right here, I'm like, every time I see shit like this, I know people are really excited for it because it's that newer shit that we've never seen before. Everybody always enjoys that, even not just toys and movies, video games. It's like I was just saying earlier, it's like I don't get excited for a fucking remake of some shit. It's like, give a fuck about this shit, man. It's like they're remaking every fucking thing. It's like, no, man, don't remake this shit. Just make something new. You know, especially with AI now, everything's just gonna get remade, live action, and just kind of have all these different kind of spins on it. It might be fun, interesting for a while, but yeah, I feel like we're like in a creative rut sometimes as a society. So just kind of going back to the figures, I do appreciate when the company can kind of venture out there and experiment and see what's up and dabble, man. Because not only are they coming up with original designs, but they got soft goods incorporated into this. Some of the tooling, like those fucking rain boots and shit. It's like, who puts that on a character? Hey, man, it looks cool. It works, you know. It has like some fucking post-apocalyptic look to them, cyberpunk even. So yeah, I know a lot of people are probably gonna hop on these and stuff. I don't know. Like I said, even about the Black Horn, I was like iffy on if it fits in my collection in particular, but I might take a look at these. I might take a look at these because yeah, since I did miss out on the Black Horn, I'm like, I don't want to miss out on the entire line. I do want to see what's up with them eventually. So what better time than now, you know? I don't know if I would get both of them because, like I said, that does push the price point up. But this one right here, I liked a lot. I don't know why. It just has like a more obviously demonic look to him. Yeah, that shit just looks like something crazy and shit. And I feel like this one can slide into my collection a lot easier than maybe this one or the Black Horn. But even this one looks cool too. And the accessories look dope as fuck. So yeah, he's pretty dope. I have to find this little dude. It's on 5K Toys right now. But yeah, like I said, there's two different releases. So you get the deluxe, and this is the standard, which I think the standard is cool too. If we just saw the standard, I think that'd be pretty dope just just in general to look. But when you see this, it's like, yeah, maybe I just pay a little more and I get all this other shit, you know. Obviously it's a different tweak design, but it just looks more aggressive. So but yeah, it's on 5K, bro. Definitely take a look at them on there. Because along with this, we are getting some more waifus, baby. Waifus with high caliber rifles, man. So is there anything more Japanese than this, man? It's like, I don't fucking think so, bro. Whenever I think of Japan now, I don't think of the samurai. I don't think of the House of the Rising Sun. I don't think of any of that stuff. I think of fucking nice, beautiful waifus with a fucking high caliber rifle. It's like, man, come on, man. This is awesome. It's like I said, I was just praising these guys for being original and, you know, taking risks, but the tried and true, baby. A nice waifu and a huge fucking sniper rifle. It's like, you don't need to do much more than that. That's gonna sell, man. Because this Hasuki line looks like they're making the girls' front line now. Where before, I believe, I don't know if this has to do with the same company or the same IP, but I do remember girls' front line. I don't know if that has to do with that Frontline series from Joy Toy. But I just thought that was kind of interesting that they would kind of use that also. But same type of figures, I guess you could kind of say, like just waifus with like weapons and shit. And I don't know, man, something about this one I like. This is a little bit more classy. It's not as scantily clad as some of these other ladies. So she's got a little bit of class to her, man. But that fucking sniper rifle, like, holy shit, bro. Like, that shit is a fucking 50 cal, actually. So it's like, holy fuck, dude. Like, man, yeah, this looks fucking insanely cool. So I'm probably hopping on this. It is up on 5K Toys right now. So yeah, definitely gonna be seeing this coming out soon. They usually pump these waifus out pretty fast. Whether it's Suzuki or some of these other companies like fucking Snail Shell. Because along with that, we got Wolf Girl, another Wolf Girl 2.0. And man, talk about cool designs here also, man. They obviously are selling the waifu, but man, the way they kind of tweak their designs and kind of give some of them futuristic looks, obviously, with all these like weapons and shit. I like this one that has like her fucking drones. It's like they get creative with that. It's like they gave this bitch drones, and the mask on this bitch looks crazy cool too. I like the design on that. It just looks dope. It looks like some cool anime or something, you know. And then the drones also, I like that shit. I wonder how you're gonna be able to kind of pose them around. You know, if they got kind of flight stands and stuff. Right here, she's like riding them, which I think is just dope as fuck also. So yeah, this one's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I was just kind of wondering about the drones, like the setup right there. Like I don't see like a flight stand. Obviously, they're not gonna fucking fly around her, but I was just kind of wondering about that. But yeah, this is another one up on 5K Toys, and I'd be losing track of all these goddamn snail shell pre-orders, honestly, man. I'm like, goddamn, there's like another succubus, I think, on there, like a black paint job one or black hair paint job one that I think I have on HLJ. But yeah, I'm losing track on all these chicks because I think there's like another bunny girl also coming out soon. That I think I also have pre-order on HLJ, and yeah, it's just too many to count, but who's counting, right? It's like the more the merrier. But yeah, this is probably one that I'm probably gonna jump on just because I like that wolf mask and shit. Only the wolf mask, right? That's some weird vaginal armor. Yeah, I know. I saw that too. I was like, hey, that's kind of covering just enough. It's like it's not gonna cover everything, but it's covering just enough, you know. But yeah, this one's cool, man. Like weapon wise, she's got a cool fucking setup and shit and everything. So, and even like her little tail, little soft goods tail, that looks pretty cool too. So that's a plus. That's a win. And then next up, also this I believe was shown off today. I think today or yesterday. So we got like a third party. What's the name of this motherfucker? Carl Cronin or some shit like that. I forget the exact name of this dude, but the Blood Major. So we got a little Hellboy action right here. And I gotta say, man, this shit actually looks pretty fucking good, bro. Like, just looking at the soft goods on this, like I said, the tailoring has got to be just right, man. I feel like they're executing this extremely well, and I don't know, man. It's just kind of edgy, bro. You put some nazies in your collection, but you're gonna be beating the shit out of this guy, right? Right? Oh man, yeah, this one looks cool, man. It just definitely looks like a crazy villain. You know, whether you want to use this for Hellboy, man, I would even use this shit for like fucking like Captain America. It even work, I guess. You know, you can get crazy with this shit. Probably even that World War II Wolverine that's coming out right now. That one I also want to get my hands on. But yeah, the Blood Major, I believe it's on TOYZ Metaverse right now. I don't remember if it's on 5K Toys, but I think I did see it on there. I just forgot to get the price on that shit, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna pre-order myself because I like Hellboy, but I think this is not something I'm gonna run to pre-order myself. But it would work in a lot of collections, you know. And to say it looks like shit, I'd be lying. This actually looks really good. And then yeah, this head sculpt and shit just looks crazy. So it just, I don't know. Every time I see a new studio jumping into the mix, I'm always kind of hesitant and stuff. But it looks like they're doing it pretty right, you know. Like the soft goods don't look extremely rushed and stuff, but you're not really getting showcased too much of like that body underneath. Like it's posing out very minimum poses and stuff. So I mean, I don't need it to be like a fucking Spider-Man, but that's just the hesitation that I have when it comes to these figures. It's like I don't know exactly what I'm getting. Am I just getting some good soft goods and a nice head sculpt on something, some cool accessories? Maybe, and maybe that's all I really need. But yeah, I'm not always running to pre-order every single fucking third-party item. But this is one that I'm gonna be on the lookout for when it comes out because it definitely has a cool look to them and shit. Ling Jing Hoon should do a Hellboy. They got the body for it. Yeah, that would be awesome, huh? I know people are waiting on that Boss Fight Studios Hellboy 2 with that accessory pack. I want to see what's up with that one too. Like I know the accessory pack route's kind of lame, but I don't know. We'll see what's up with that shit, man. But yo, kind of close it out with some Capcom, man. Looks like that latest Jada Toys pre-order went up. Finally, the E Honda goes up for pre-order. A little bit of an uptick in the price, but I think we understand why. We can accept why. It's like Just look at this chunky ass boy. He's a chunky fucker, you know? So it's definitely gonna be a more hefty figure, definitely gonna be more deluxe. And I don't know, at 35 bucks, it's still a great price. Getting creative with the accessory right here. I love this shit, that fucking special move that he has. And fucking E Honda, when I saw this picture, I was just like, fuck. I remember always thinking as a kid, like, that move is just so crazy. And it's just like, I believe that Ryu could do a Hadouken more than I believe this motherfucker could do this. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, this motherfucker would just like lunge at you like that. It's like, it wasn't even like a spear or a tackle. It was just like, this fool would just straight up fly. It just always looks so funny. Like, it's like a fucking torpedo and shit. But man, talk about a cool, iconic Street Fighter fucking character, bro. It's like, who doesn't love E Honda, man? It's just dope as fuck, dope ass character that definitely is necessary for a great Street Fighter line. And yeah, shout out to Jada Toys, man. Continue to pump this shit out. Like I've said in the past, it's good for them to kind of finish strong and shit, and pump these out as fast as possible, bro. Honestly, because Storm Arena, man, looks like they're chugging along pretty freaking fast, dude. That I didn't see this coming, man. I don't think anybody saw this coming. I think we all wondered, like, how many repaints of Rio and Ken are they gonna do? And they're doing that also, while simultaneously putting out newer characters, man. So we get all new sculpt on this Cammy, that Killer B outfit Cammy. Bro, this is gonna be a double up figure. I'm buying 2 of these, and then our Mika as well. Like, I could think of a couple reasons why I gotta get this, man. Just a couple reasons though, because yeah, bro, these 2 characters, like, man. Talk about great designs, man. Talk about some of the best designs. So our Mika, I'm all over. And then the Cammy, I'm probably gonna double up on this Cammy too. I'm just kind of iffy on their head sculpts, man. That Chun-Li head sculpt, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Like I said, I think I'm happy with just this one right here, man. It's like, and even this one doesn't have the greatest head sculpts, but that Cammy on that Storm Arena, I'm like, it doesn't look that good, man. I didn't even bother to get the image because I'm like, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to ruin my feelings towards this line. But yeah, this Cammy, I might not even give a fuck about that fucking face sculpt. That freaking that body, bro. That outfit that she has in that costume is just sensational. And then yeah, man, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of a Debbie Downer because it's like, yeah, bro, these guys are they're honestly out to murder Jada, bro. Like, seriously. And I say that because not only them, we also have 3-0 doing a cut, man. And I didn't see this coming at all, bro. I was like, man, all right, 3-0's are gonna copy Jada. They're gonna make Mega Man, but they're probably just gonna make Mega Man. We saw the Proto Man. Bro, to see that they're gonna make this guy, it's like, damn, bro, how many of the Robot Masters are they gonna do? Are they gonna do exactly the ones that Jada did? And like I said, bro, I think these scale better. I like the 3-0 Rock Man. I got him. I'm gonna get the Proto Man. I never got the Cut Man from the Jada. I never got Elect Man. I never got Wood Man, all that shit. I think they look awesome, but I was like, I don't want to go that deep in the Robot Masters. Like I said, I just tend to get main good guy, main bad guy sometimes. Some of the other main good guys or main character rosters sometimes too, but I was like, I don't want to go too deep in them. But these, bro, at 40-50 bucks, I'm like, you know what? I can't get this guy for like 15 bucks right now on Walmart, but I think this just looks a lot better, man. They just articulate better, they feel better, they have a little die cast on them, give it a little heft. You get the different accessories, effects. You get interchangeability with I believe the eyes. I think you can interchange the eyes right here, or different head sculpt on the eyes and stuff. So that's pretty cool, but I don't know. I don't want to go too deep in even this line of Robot Masters, but if I did have to get a line of them outside of Megman, I think I'll get this 3-0 shit, man. And it just sucks, bro. It just sucks for Jada because it's like, people are gonna want the more premium shit, man. People that actually want this shit sometimes. It's like, yeah, bro, let me just get the better shit. Like, why am I gonna get this cheap shit, you know? But I don't know. It's something for both markets. I don't want to completely say that, but I gotta just say it flat out. These look better, bro. These look better than the Jada. Their scale better, their proportions are better, their heads aren't fucking ginormous. So I don't know. I still think the Jada stuff is killer, but if I had to choose one, I think I know which one is the superior line. And even in the Street Fighter stuff, it's like if you really have to choose one line, it's hard to say you're not gonna get the Storm Marina stuff, man. They're already almost almost through that roster too, at least halfway. Maybe not even halfway. There's a lot in that Alpha 3, but how long is Jada gonna take to do that? It's like, man, that Street Fighter 2 line, it's like, yeah, it's coming together, but it has been a few years now, right? Like at least a couple. When did that line get debuted? Like 2023? Maybe the end of 2022. It's like, man, it's been a minute, dude. So like they're still not done. We've seen them all and they're gonna finish, but it's like, how long is it gonna take them to do Alpha series? Like, that's just gonna be a fucking long time, bro. Was I saying Alpha 2 or Alpha 3? I've already fucking mixed my words. But yeah, how long is it gonna take them to do all those characters, dude? It's gonna take a fucking minute. Where now I think they're gonna pivot. I don't think they are gonna make all the Alpha 2, Alpha 3 characters. Honestly, after them seeing this, like, why the fuck would they make the same game? Like these, maybe they had an idea to start it before that, but I think they're gonna go back to the drawing board. I think they're only gonna get like put out maybe 10 of the characters, because why the fuck would they make the exact same characters, the same roster, the same game as a company that's pretty much just gonna finish them all before you even get started? Like, oh man, it's horrible. I think that's what June said in interviews is why he's jumping around and not committing to dedicated games now. Yeah, I know he said that about Mega Man originally. I don't think he said that about the Alpha 3 series, but I think now that's going to be the plan also. It's going to be like, yo, fuck this shit, man. Like, let's just focus on the Invincible stuff before the fucking Zoom rig fucking third party comes and takes our fucking eats our lunch also. Because, yeah, these companies are out for blood right here, bro. They're not going to fuck around, man. So they really got to plan their shit out a lot better, or commit to just this shit faster, because I know they're eating good with that Scooby-Doo stuff, but man, how many characters in that is there to make, So like, I don't know, or for the people who actually want to buy, like, shit. So we gotta wait to see that, man. But he said, I think that he did for Toy Migos. Oh, okay, so he must have mentioned it on there, which I think is understandable, honestly, dude, because I mean, shit, you're gonna make the exact same game, and you probably aren't gonna make them as good quality as a Storm Marina stuff. I mean, it's gonna be good quality, but probably not as good quality. So it's like, why? And the same price point, it's like, damn, dude. I remember when I saw the Storm Marina stuff, I'm like, okay, well, these are gonna be like 60, 70, $80. Like, all right, so there's market for both. Nah, bro. It's like, nah, bro, we're making the exact same shit, just better. It's like, oh fuck. All right, so yeah, we're fucked. And then also, just to end out the show, man, right before the show started, looks like we got some fucking Kyoto stuff getting revealed from Dan to Dan. So we got, I believe his name was Gigi. Got his fucking name already, man. Did I get that shit right? His transformed version. So yeah, I haven't even seen these episodes yet, but obviously I kind of can recognize some of his head sculpt, and they had me at the fucking cat, bro. Turbo Granny Cat, like, I'm all over that shit. Fucking Bandai fucking up with that bullshit, man. I'm still waiting on that Figma Momo, but I did not dip too much into this Dan stuff from either Bandai or Rebel Tech or any of this shit. I've kind of stayed away, so probably gonna stay away on this. I haven't seen, like I said, these newer episodes, so I haven't seen this transformation yet. But talk about a boring design. This shit just looks fucking boring as hell. Is this motherfucker wearing tighty whities, bro? Like, what the fuck is this, dude? I know Dan to Dan gets fucking weird, bro, but I don't know if I need to figure this guy like looking like this, man. Like, this shit looking too weird. So I'm good on that. And some One Punch Man. We got to talk about weird. Also, we got Puri Prisoner. And this motherfucker is weird as fuck too. But I think we'll make for a fucking fun ass action figure. Like I said, these guys get crazy with their articulation, man. Like, the way they're engineering their shit to just give these like larger characters like better articulation than a smaller character from a different line. It's fucking insane. So that's another one that I haven't really gotten any figures from, though. I didn't get that Saitama from Rebel Tech, but I think they're reissuing that, and I think I gotta jump on that second release because yeah, I do want him. But some of the other characters, I don't know. I'm probably not gonna get this guy, but he is a crazy motherfucker. And yeah, design wise, I forgot the name of that Street Fighter character that looks like this too. Does he come out in Alpha 3? What's his fucking name? It's not. Is it Adam? I think his name is Adam. Some fucking like prisoner motherfucker too. I'm like, yo, when they put him out, I can't wait for that Street Fighter character. But did he come out in Alpha 3? I forgot what game he came out in. What's his name though? I forgot. I think it is Adam. It's like a prisoner and shit. He's like blonde hair and stuff. But yeah, just kind of seeing this body right here, I'm like, man, that would make a good base body for that custom. He's kind of the same build. Yeah, pretty cool. So we'll see what's up with that. But yo, guys, that's all the action figure toy news I have for the evening. So 2.5 hour show. It's pretty cool. But yo, guys, thank you guys for joining me, man. Like I said, special Tuesday episode. Hope you guys had a blast and stuff. I know I did. Just coming up here, chopping it up with you guys. It's already been kind of not as consistent on this shit. Like I was saying at the beginning of the show, it's just really busy time of the year for me right now. So I've been trying to handle all that stuff. Then obviously you mix in the family stuff around this time of the year, and then the work shit just piles on. It's like, fuck, man. So, always trying to find the best time to come up here and do this shit. So that was tonight. So for episode 68, want to see if I could get it off again this week, but probably not. If not, maybe another Tuesday episode. But if not that, maybe the following Sunday, because yeah, it's been just fucking slow as fuck with the toy news, man. So it's already Tuesday today. So how much more shit can we see tomorrow and then before Sunday? Can't imagine too much more. But like I said, I'm trying to keep track of that stuff, even if I don't do the shows and stuff. Buy it. Yeah, I know that Skeletor. But yeah, like I said, I'm always trying to keep track of this stuff as it gets shown off and stuff, just to kind of put a show together the next time I do come up here and do it. So thank you guys for being on the lookout for that. Until then, I will see you guys on the next one, man. And we will do a show before the year is over, so I don't want to say Happy New Year to you guys, but yeah, it's only December, man. It's crazy that we're already at fucking December, dude. End of 2025 is insane. I didn't do a top 10 toys last year because I was just like, fuck, bro. Like I said, you get busy at the end of November, at the end of December, and I was like, fuck, I didn't get around to actually making my list. And honestly, it's fucking hard, dude. It's got to be hard as fuck to like put top 10 figures, man. Like, even right now, I'm like, I haven't even messed with a lot of the stuff I've got. Like I said, I wanted to crack these turtles open. Maybe some of these get on there. I don't know. And then the thing about that too is like, sometimes you get good figures like in December or like November, but then it's just like, oh, is that recency bias? Because I recently got it, and it's like, it probably is. It's not the best figure of the year. I don't know yet. And then it's just like, if you don't put newer shit out there, it's like, oh, that shit's old. That shit's lame. Did that even come out this year? So I always fucking hate that shit. And I remember as I was getting figures, because I still have this fucking dinosaur on my desk, bro. I was like, yo, this motherfucker is going on my top 10 list. I'm leaving this shit on my table. And every time I get a top 10 figure, I'm leaving it on my table. And recently I was like, get all this shit off my fucking table. Except for this dino. I'm like, yo, this shit just looks sick right here. But yeah, I recently took all this crap off my table. And then I was just like, oh, wait, those are going to be my top 10 figures. Fuck. It's like, what did I have? And then I was just like, is this a top 10? Nah, that's just a stupid Goku. It's like, oh, man. So I don't know, man. So I'll see what's up. I definitely want to do something because I do like watching those videos around this time of the year. It's like that top 10 of 2025. So we'll see what's up with that. Maybe I could get kind of creative, man. I know. Like I'll watch other shows that have like panels and stuff, and that shit's always a blast too, because you get like a lot of figures kind of showing off at once. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something like that. Maybe I'll just invite some of the chat on to hang out and stuff. If you guys want to hop on here. Or even send me a list. Maybe I kind of open up some kind of like format where you guys can send me your top 10 figures, and maybe I could get like slides of that ready if you don't want to hop on here. I know sometimes people want to like do YouTube and stuff, but they don't have like a setup ready for it or anything. So I don't want to kind of obligate people to have like a camera and all this shit ready. But yeah, if I could do that, if I have time for that stuff, I wouldn't mind doing that. Like I could show off my top 10 figures, and then if I have like lists of people, I can kind of make slideshows for you guys. Like, oh, this motherfucker be weird like that fucking Christmas Doc Knock and shit. So he has that as number 2. So yeah, I'll see what's up with that, man, because that is a fucking fun thing to kind of watch towards the end of the year, man. Because yeah, toy news ain't popping, bro. It's fucking dead. So we'll see about that, man. But until then, guys, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week, man. It's fucking Tuesday today, right? I'm like tripping. I'm like, wait, do I gotta go to work tomorrow? No, I don't. I'm off. Fuck you guys. Shit, man. I'm stalling. I'm trying to look for my outro, man. All right, cool. Found it. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one, man. You guys keep buying dope stuff, keep collecting, and I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out.